Side bet happening.
It's FanDuel over here.
It is FanDuel. Savon got to get his money some way, somehow.
I've been right.
Now, I did want to say we got big dick energy in here, but Savon, we're not talking about your dick, we promise.
You can do that too.
Hey now.
What's up? Nah, we really do have WAPs on the couch today.
I don't know if I got WAP.
You don't know if you have WAP?
Why don't you know?
Sometimes I don't be WAP.
Oh, okay. Well, she said she don't know. I'm like, sis, you gotta test the temperature.
I really appreciate how real she is there though, because
everybody act like they got WAP.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like my dude said, like, oh my God, your pussy's the wettest. But I was like, really? Because we be using lube sometimes, and because we using lube, that means I ain't really got WAP all the time, right?
I mean, I have inner thigh deodorant, so I have to use like a separate deodorant for my inner thighs.
Because there's moisture there.
There's a lot of moisture. It is what it is.
Yeah,
definitely.
I love starting talking about WAP because I do also.
Lord.
Well, I say that because the performance last night. We'll go ahead and start off with the Grammys.
Yeah. We should start off by introducing
I was going to say, let's introduce our guest.
Please.
My bad, y'all.
Mandy is like on the diving board, like, wait, ready to go. Like, no, don't jump yet, sis.
Oh, yeah, guys. So not only do we have over here, you may only see his knees, Savon. Y'all already know him. He doesn't need an intro. We're joined.
Those some good feats on Savon today.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Trying to keep
Come
up
on,
with
Kick
Mandy.
Gang. You're not trying to keep up with me.
It.
Don't do that. We had a whole conversation. Apparently, women in sneakers is not sexy. So,
what?
but
oh no,
yeah.
you should. Listen.
Who said that?
Those women are with the wrong men.
But Joe don't count.
Oh, Joe don't count.
We are joined today with another. We can't use friend of the show. We got to do just a section on the couch or
Let's
something.
just call it our homegirl. Shit.
Yeah.
Well, that too.
Homegirl.
We got. Y'all may know her. A lot of men, y'all's feathers may have been ruffled. Yeah. Your girls may be taking notes from. We have Passport Cutty in the building.
Yeah. We needed an applause.
Yeah. Oh wait, I do got that. Hold on. Y'all know. I'm just getting. I do gotta find a little.
You have the good sound bites.
There we go.
Yeah, you have the really good.
Hold
sound
on. Here we
bites.
go.
There we go. Passport Cutty, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is here for the show.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited too.
Happy to have you.
I love, and I know we said we have big dick energy, but that's because apparently Bridget and I aren't really super girly girls. And,
I'm not either, though.
And Joe literally said, well, Cuddy got a big old dick. So not literally, but you're big dick energy too.
You are big dick energy. And we've been on a roll. We've had two male guests, and I was like, yo, Cuddy would be perfect for our first woman.
Y'all set me up.
They did. I'm not gonna lie, they definitely
set
did.
me up. Hard acts to follow.
Yeah.
I love Wayne.
Nah, you
love
got
Rory.
it. Yeah. You got it.
Nah, she literally called me like, we're supposed to be friends, but I feel set up.
Exactly.
She said, I feel set up right now. But I'm really excited for you to join us. As you guys know, me and Bridget, y'all gonna sit here and have to put up with us.
Y'all love us, actually. Y'all love us. You can say you don't, but I know y'all love us. You do. You tell us every week. You watch us, you listen, you love us.
Yeah. Oh, we
love y'all.
Yeah, they don't really love me much, but y'all gonna have to put the fuck up with me.
And then if you was missing one day, they'll be like, where'd you go?
No,
it was so different without Mandy's energy.
Quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet.
No, they miss people when
shot.
they're gone.
They do.
Always. Well, we started off with WAP today because not only was it the three of them, but it mixed in Rihanna, which clearly we're just never going to get music again from her. She just like, what is she?
Now she's doing hair.
She's doing hair now or something,
I'm
right?
here for it. I'm here for everything Rihanna does.
I love it. I want to ask y'all, I guess we'll start since we were talking WAP. Did y'all like the performance, Megan Cardi, last night? Or
yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, but when I saw the clip, I definitely was like, "Oh, that's on TV!"
I was so happy. I was happy. Look at this. Look at this stripper. Look at this stripper in the money chamber.
No,
that's the greatest shit I've seen on TV in years.
One of the tweets though that I was like, "Damn, they're right. This is the same network that banned Janet Jackson during the Super Bowl because of the titty slip." And they did a whole fucking routine in this. I don't know. What are those robot stripper gear?
That's like what TLC?
They were patting their pussy.
No
video
was that? It was the No Scrubs video.
Yeah, it's like new No Scrubs.
It was a lot of pussy patting on that.
It was a lot of
performance.
pussy patting.
Savon was there for it. Yes.
Some great choreography.
Yeah.
To say the least. They worked on that.
It was.
That's literally the first thing that I thought. I was like, oh my God.
I will say I watched this award show through Twitter.
Same.
Yeah, so I was like, ooh, Doja performance, and I just kept refreshing Doja Cat to see her performance. Of course, y'all know it wouldn't be me without talking about Lil Baby, and I know you really enjoyed Lil Baby's performance.
I love Lil Baby's
love Lil
performance. First of all, I just love Lil Baby because I feel like there's not enough artists, rappers in his generation that are as active and impactful in a positive way as he is. And I mean, I think between him and G Herbo, I think are the only two that I ever really see active, like very consistently active on social media and in their communities, just really trying to uplift, encourage, and empower the young youth. Right, listen to me, hat on a hat.
He's definitely on the ground.
Yeah, he really is. And Tamika Mallory did a phenomenal performance as well. In the midst of his song, she definitely called out President Joe Biden, which I was very happy about because we need policies.
We've been semi-talking about that without really getting into it about Joe.
Because we haven't seen anything that we were promised.
Joe, you
I haven't
did
seen
do
any.
it.
Joe, you didn't. You have not done it, Joe.
We're saying that already? What
No,
happened?
he hasn't. There have not been enough urgent conversations about policy
I
and
thought
about
he was trying to get them
reform.
stimmies out and
Which
stuff.
he did.
Which
The
he
stimmies
did.
coming for
the
y'all.
stimmies are on the way. But in the midst of everybody buying Alaskan king crab legs, there still needs to be conversation about Joe Biden's lack of urgency to really enforce and hopefully if somehow involve the Supreme Court in the charging of some of these police officers that keep getting off for killing people, killing black people. It's
Which, by the way, we didn't talk about it. I'm really glad that Vanessa Bryant was able to win the lawsuit to where the names of the officers that shared those photos of the crash were named because they're still just way too much protecting of them and not us.
Right.
And that's what they're supposed to be doing is protecting us.
They're public servants.
Well, even with this performance with Lil Baby, apparently it was the Wendy's of there was a guy who got killed at a Wendy's or something.
Yeah.
And so this set is actually of that Wendy's.
It's supposed to be
a replica of that Wendy's.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
I think that goes back into what you were saying as him really being a voice for the culture. I liked it.
But it's also, I think it's a different message about unity rather than it be about, we all got to get together and fuck the police, which is a really... That's very different, and this is a lot harder. This type of presentation is a lot harder to reject and deny as far as the truth goes, as far as class and honesty goes, and as far as really making demands, even with Killer Mike. You know what I'm saying? To have Killer Mike up there as well. I just think it was a really beautiful presentation and demand and call for attention and call for action. So shout out to Lil Baby.
I thought it was really cool because I don't know if y'all remember, Lil Baby said he was never going to perform the song.
Yeah, he did.
He said
did he?
Yeah, he
did.
said
I didn't know
that he didn't want to be known as like an activist.
Okay.
Right.
Because when the song came out, it was so popping and the narrative was changing on, it was Lil Baby trying to be, the Kendrick Lamar's or whatever.
Right.
So he was actually against this song. So to see him do this on the Grammys.
The Grammy stage,
I thought it was
did you
dope.
see this?
I thought that was dope.
And they allow, not even just allow, but they encourage this.
I think it's good because people his age, like, they care about what he cares about, so it's like if he's acting like he cares about it this much, then they'll care about it that much because that's just how it goes. Whatever it is that the artist cares about, then all of a sudden they're
the
not also
consumers
but informed and just have more investment in what's going on.
I think the Grammys highlighted a lot of the right people. They had a lot of the right performance. I would have loved to see Chloe and Halle perform. But
Ungodly Hour Forever. I'm really sad that
honestly,
they did not
I really
get.
wish I could have seen that. But outside, I will say, while I'm sick of the song, hopefully this was the last time we see Say So fucking performed.
Well, what's funny is
Doja did
she
great.
said that.
She said she didn't
in
wanna
an
do that
interview.
shit no more.
She said in an interview. She was like, honestly, this is the end of the era of Say So. This is I'm
I
wearing
hope
all black
so.
because this is the funeral for Say So.
I
That's literally
hope
what she said. Like, we don't have to hear that song ever again.
However, I will say, and if you guys look up all of the performances that she had of this, every time she did it, she did do a different rendition of it, which I appreciate. So you never really got the same thing. Again, was there a theme? Because she also looked like a robotic stripper.
Are we is all forgiven with Doja Cat and her self-loathing? Are we forgiving
Apparently
that?
that was a lie. apparently it came out that all of that about her being racist and all of that was a lie, and it was falsified by someone who got turned down. You know, same as Pierce Morgan mad being turned down, but whatever. That's a whole nother conversation.
Well, you know how guys are. Like, when niggas get mad, they make up lies. It's just like lying on your dick. It's the same thing. Yeah. So I'm not surprised if that was a false story.
The fact that you just said that, like, that's what we do. Niggas
that's what he said. Men just lie.
When we get mad.
That's what a lot of men do. When they lie, they let their ego get in the way, and they try to do something. They try to,
And y'all swear y'all not sensitive.
No, we not.
Oh, please.
But we lie.
We're not sensitive, but we lie.
They coexist.
They lie because their feelings are hurt, but they're not sensitive.
Feel me?
They don't have feelings.
No.
Actually, their feelings don't get hurt. Look, that's a whole nother. If we want to deep dive into that.
I mean, I'm happy to hear that that's not true then, because I'm not one of those people that has an easy time separating the artist from the person.
I mean, we've also talked about as
that's
well.
Your bag.
That's my bag, Bridget.
Separating the artist from the person?
Yeah.
It depends on who it is or what they did.
Because the art is a feeling. It makes you feel something. And the person doesn't make me feel something. It's their art that does. So for me, I'm able to compartmentalize those two.
I mean, I can do that with certain things, but I feel like I can't listen to R. Kelly music because now I think about the idea that the song might be about a 14-year-old girl, and I can't. As much as I'm like, as a songwriter and a singer, I'm like, damn. These vocals, damn, this arrangement, damn, this whole the musical transitions.
I gotta
as much as I'm like,
wait, don't tell me you about to play it.
I ain't gonna play it. I'm just gonna say it.
I listen to it and I'm like, oh my God, he's talking about a girl that he might have raped. Like I can't. But in that context, I can't separate.
It's not even the lyrics for me. It's more about me feeling like, oh, I feel good. This music is making me feel good, but knowing what he's done else.
Well, the lyrics to me are like, he's writing the inspiration behind the art is the abuse of young girls.
Okay, so
that's
what about if
I
it's
can't.
not about?
That's what I was just
I was going to say, it's case by case.
It's case by case.
Promises was all I heard. That song out of your mouth. That will never leave my phone. And I love that song. I mean, I did erase everything else, but that was the one song.
It makes me sad because "Contagious" is still one of my favorites videos too. But I mean, we don't know that.
You don't even listen to his features.
What I'm saying, it's just because it's Isley Brothers doesn't make it not R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
I think with R. Kelly, it blended.
It's like, you know what, Ron Isley, so everything is forgiven.
Yeah, I think it just blend with R. Kelly, and that's because his music and the person almost blends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for him, it's a little bit different. I think it's a
hard.
case by case thing.
For someone like a Doja, like nothing about this is giving me that she hates her blackness.
Exactly.
Nothing. So I don't really know, but I don't know.
It depends on if I know anything about the artist. I might not know.
Right. If I don't know her.
But if I do know, then I will. It depends on what it is. Like if they're just a bitch, then I might not like them as a person, but like their music. But I can't, even if they're not singing about, singing or rapping about relationships or anything sexually, if they were to say something, if they were to be singing about cats, but I know that they rape people in real life, I'm still not going to support you.
Right.
If your art intimidates you.
I was going to say Doja killed outside of this, like just the performance, she released the video for Streets this week.
Oh, I don't know.
And my fucking God, she's an artist, and she had Kofi in there.
Yeah.
And y'all, you know what? I don't know. Are we just leaving grills in videos? Because I would really love for them to come back. Y'all know I'm from the South. I miss guys having a mouthful of just, I don't know, aluminum.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No.
It doesn't matter. Diamonds, gold.
Kofi is also a
I
very
need it back.
fine. Kofi could literally wear nothing at all, bro.
Nah, that's your vibe. Go
I
for
need
it.
a whole mouth, and my man is old, and I kind of want to put him in a grill. Like, okay, maybe even just the one. Like,
I like the little crowns sometimes. I
like the cap. The little caps on the top.
Can we bring that back?
I mean, where did it go?
I didn't think it went away.
No, guys, I feel like don't do it anymore.
Well, Plies just buried his, right?
I mean,
know.
Plies had a whole mouthful though, and
I had a dude with a whole
And that's what I
mouthful
like.
before.
I want a man with a whole mouthful.
No, I'm good.
You can't say that, Mandy.
Why?
You have a man.
And
Well,
I
she
said,
could get him some.
I could get him a whole mouthful.
But you said I want one.
Oh Jesus!
Like he's trying to collect it. Like he's trying to collect niggas.
She gonna get him.
It's not that far off.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Look at this.
Nah.
And I don't know why they made him look like a vampire or a zombie. I don't know what it is, but him with a grill though, I'm here for it, honey.
Kofi is fine, child. So
Kofi-
is Doja. Doja is a beautiful woman.
Yeah, she looks really good in
Yeah, I think the hard part, right? The hard thing about when we discuss race relations now, there's so much pressure on on artists, but also on any public figure, really, to identify a certain way. And I think she wants to avoid the race conversation altogether.
Yes.
And just be a pop star.
Yeah, I mean,
which is hard because nowadays, if the minute it even comes up, it's like people want to know where to place you.
Yeah.
But I think she's been so avant-garde about her art that it has been easier to overlook whatever her feelings are about herself or her own blackness in whatever capacity. Because
I mean, we talked about that even with Daniel Kaluuya.
She doesn't want anybody to care because she doesn't care.
From Daniel Kaluuya, even what you said with Lil Baby not wanting to drive that focus.
Right.
It's also a way that we can't hide from. I mean, you have your own business. I'm starting my own. And right now, even the conversation is supporting Black businesses.
Yeah.
Everything surrounding kind of what our society is right now does come down to race. I mean, the whole internet has been talking. Apparently, the talk is about to not even be on air for who knows how long.
I heard about that.
Because of Sharon Osbourne and what we've all had to talk last week with Rory regarding the royal family and us just knowing that they're racist over there. The idea of kind of still having to talk about racism existing in a place and what makes things racist and what makes things prejudiced. If you guys do not know, I'll quickly talk about this because we off air, already started talking about it, but the talk cancels shows amid investigation surrounding Sharon Osbourne's comments. Basically, Sharon Osbourne decided to stick up for her friend Piers Morgan, who was being referred to as a racist due to his comments made about Meghan Markle and other things that he's done in the past. But essentially, she came out and said that she stands with him, she supports him.
Yeah. Well, the main quote, which is really the one that
here we go,
that got under everybody's skin. Pun intended, got under everybody's skin, was that she said, "I'm not racist. I don't care what color or what religion anyone is. Are you a nice person? That's what I judge you on." Sharon Osbourne, sweetheart, PSA. If you're a racist, it's very, very difficult for you to be a nice person.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw that out there. Very rarely can you be a racist, really be a racist and be a nice person.
But do we think she's a racist? Like,
okay.
Do y'all think she's a racist?
I don't think she's a racist.
Here's my problem with this, and I shared this as well. White people, whatever whites are listening, the problem is when someone is checking you, which is Sherry did, like, she was very calm in her delivery and everything. However,
which we have to acknowledge that as well.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother. That's a conversation as far as the perception of Black women.
We're gonna get there.
We're gonna deep dive. Yes. I want to say, as far as white people, this is specifically to you because I feel like this is Sharon's issue. As a white woman who may not want to identify as racist, when you are friends or you have family members, clearly your whole ancestry is built upon racism. When someone is sitting here trying to explain racism to you, or someone that you're connected to is racist, what essentially happens is you're sitting here sticking up for someone that is a part of that. So even if you don't want to feel like you're a racist, as soon as you stick up for someone that is, essentially that's what you're doing. You're doubling down on the fact that people that you are specifically connected to are racist. And guess what? When they get called out about it, you don't go to educate them. You go to defend them. And that is the problem. It's the same problem if someone is accused of rape. Okay, I get it. That's your brother. I'm not going to say who, but I get it. That's your brother. But you defending them, it makes you almost just as guilty. You have to sit here, and when she asked to be educated, she said, didn't educate me. Almost to where, no one could educate you because you're so in defense. And again, back to the idea of just white people wanting to feel oppressed. The idea that you're really going to sit here and act like you don't understand what racism is, or how someone can view you as a racist, or why you sticking up for a racist is a problem. Girl.
The clip that I saw, she was asking, so what did he say that was racist?
Yeah.
Right? That's what you were referring to? Yeah. She was asking because she didn't understand, I guess.
But no, she wasn't asking. She said, educate me then. Tell me. Her voice and her demeanor. And then then told the Black woman who sat across from her after she demanded to be educated, she said, and before you talk, don't bring your tears. Don't start crying. And it immediately
Which, by the way, if that was a black woman who told a white woman not to cry, do you know? Number one, the tears would have been flowing. Oh, the white tears.
Oh, Karen.
Oh, the white tears for Karen and Sharon. The white tears.
No, but I like the response that she said to her that it wasn't that he said racist things, but that he defended. What'd she say? What she said?
She defended his freedom of speech.
Yeah.
There's a number.
No. What Sherry said.
Oh, Cheryl.
Sorry. So Cheryl came back and pretty much said exactly what she said it way more eloquently.
Yeah.
But it was the fact that you are defending someone right now who is defending racist.
Yeah.
In almost saying he doesn't believe Meghan Markle and her experience.
Well, but it's got less to do with with not believing Meghan Markle's experience, right? I watched this interview a couple of times, and I think the two of them were trying to make two different points at the same time, and that's why it escalated the way that it did, right? Which is the same is the problem right now with how easily everybody gets triggered, because sometimes the issue that's at hand gets missed because we get fixated on one thing.
Yeah.
So like Sharon Osbourne is defending the fact that Pierce is not a racist because he doesn't believe Meghan Markle really had the mental and emotional breakdown that she had. That's not what made him racist.
Yeah, that's
what made him racist was his defense of the white victimization that happens around Kate Middleton, that happens around the Queen, that happens around everyone else that's white who's never complained about anything, any treatment from Meghan Markle that's been abusive or offensive in any way, really.
Yeah.
And so that's where the racism part comes in. The unfortunate thing about this exchange on national television is the fact that, number one, if the roles were reversed and this was Cheryl having a complete meltdown and getting defensive, she would have been fired. There would have been no further conversation surrounding canceled episodes until we investigate and figure out. No, she would have been canned. So we can discuss that, and don't argue with me. Argue with your mother about that one.
Argue with your mammy.
The other thing that is upsetting is that there are a lot of white people that need education. That earnestly and honestly
they do
need an education, right? Sharon Osbourne in this moment really doesn't need an education. She needs a glass of water and a pacifier. Just be quiet. Just sit down and be quiet. Get your shit off as respectfully as you can because you're having a breakdown. Collect yourself and then be quiet. The hard part about these types of situations being publicized the way they are is that there are a lot of white people that need to learn and be educated, and it's not going to come from Google. The one thing I saw all over social media in response to this is that black people are always saying it's not our job to educate white people. There's Google.
No,
I want you to find me a white person who's even remotely woke, and have them send you a list of resources that involve Google that let them know how to handle and appropriately address racism in any capacity, because that's not where it comes from. It comes from experience and interaction with people.
Life experience.
So I mean, and I'm willing to die on that hill because I see it all the time where it's like, well, it's not, black people are tired. Rightfully so, justifiably so. But at the same token, there are still some white people that are genuinely confused and befuddled by racism. And we have to stop treating that as if it's not an approachable situation and just leave people with their ignorance. Sharon Osbourne is willingly ignorant. We're watching it. We're watching it in real time. She's 100%. Willingly ignorant. But there are some white people that really don't have a fucking clue because they've had no real interaction with anybody of color for most of their existence.
But when you have people who don't have people of color in their circle, it's really hard for them to understand, relate, and get the education or, experience at all.
And it's not anyone's job. I'm not saying that it's anybody's job, but any white woke person that I know didn't get woke from another white person.
Another white person.
Right.
Another white person didn't sit them down and be like, hey, you can't touch a black person's hair. That's not appropriate.
Yeah.
White people aren't having those conversations amongst themselves.
That's really true.
They're just not. And it's
well, and I'll say in the same way that Cheryl almost felt like she couldn't respond is the same way, honestly, there's a lot of places in which it's hard for us to educate. Like I've been in a space, like even when I worked at Goldman, I came back from Africa, and my coworker was like, "Oh, but I thought you would have came back darker."
Holy shit!
Swear to God, that's what was said at my job. Or when I came in with braids, the lady I worked with wanted to share how the Jamaican babysitter put braids in her daughter's hair, and it was just like.
But you know what? That's funny
those
that
are conversations where I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know how to even check them in that space.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying as far as educating, but there's also
that's still an example of someone that's not really interested in being educated, right?
Okay.
Like maybe 2 years ago, Lady Gaga tweeted something in the midst of some sort of protest and was like, to all of my black friends, I don't know I don't know what role to play in being an ally. Please, like, teach me how to do this. Walk me through this.
Yeah,
I genuinely believe that was an honest request for help, right? And for assistance in understanding how to be an asset in that kind of an environment and situation where you don't have any real relationships with anybody of color. So you really need an entry point into the conversation.
I'll be honest with you, Bridget. Outside of that, my mom raised 3 black girls. And there's been a conversation now, especially being raised by a white woman.
Yes.
When Black Lives Matter happened, my sister didn't want her to go march because she felt like she was white. She shouldn't march. And I had to have the conversation with my sister, especially because my mom does understand she raised 3 black women.
My mom has a Black Lives Matter activist group that meets every Friday and protests outside every Friday.
I love it.
My white mom and her white friends.
I love it.
Are outside with signs, honk for Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. I mean, but I'll be fair too. It was frustrating to me even when I had those conversations in corporate, even about my hair and how I could wear my hair at work. There was a frustration with not being able to have that conversation with my mom. Then my mom, her being in the hospital, she understood my frustration. She gave the phone to her coworker who is Mexican. I said, Mom, no. She's not going to understand my hair struggle.
It's a different
either.
plight because it's a different plight.
It's a whole different plight.
That is not a plight, but it's a different plight.
It's a whole different plight.
Which is funny because we know where y'all moms stand. And I know y'all have family that are still white. So how do y'all have that conversation? How do you navigate that conversation?
A lot of my family will not engage.
I was about to say, a lot of my family stopped talking to me.
But do you feel responsible to get them to engage? Or do you disengage because it's like, you know what, fuck you, you don't see it, you're ignorant, so let me fall back.
It's not really a fuck you. It's just I know where to keep you now. I mean, my cousin during the protest in Los Angeles, my cousin had just opened a small business on in West Hollywood on Beverly or Melrose, one of those streets, and it was like in a strip mall kind of thing, and the area was being vandalized during protests with people that were claiming to be Black Lives Matter supporters, and he was sending me video footage like, well, this is why the message gets skewed is because looters and vandals are doing this kind of shit. These degenerates are ruining the message, and I was like, what is your actual concern? And he's like, well, my actual concern is, why do small businesses have to suffer? Why do we have to? And I said, do we have this same energy towards police officers who kill unarmed black people? And it was radio silence. And I said, okay, then he's like, I don't want this to cause a wedge. And I was like, bro, that is the wedge. Yeah. If you don't have that same level of outrage for black people being killed in the street, period, that you have for fucking windows that, by the way, you don't own. Can I just also say that? Your insurance, you're leasing this property. You're defensive of property that you don't even own, but you don't have that same level of outrage as a human being towards another human being who's being killed. Then we really don't have anything to talk about. And I have no problem never speaking to anybody in my family on the white side that doesn't agree with me. Yeah.
And that's where I'm at.
That's where my mother's at too. It's like, at the end of the day, if I have children, my children are going to be black.
Yeah.
So if my children are black, who's to say? Will you get in front of a police officer and my child if the push comes to shove? Probably not. So we really don't have anything to talk about.
I'm not really in that environment that much because I don't really know many white people.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know white people either.
I hate that I'm like sitting here and not saying anything.
No, the only
so I feel bad.
The only white people.
I don't know any white people. I feel bad that I'm just sitting here like I'm like dumb or anything. I'm like, no, I just don't know that many white people.
Would you ever would you feel completely outraged and disrespected if a white person came to you like, yo, this Black Lives Matter shit is really where I want to stand and where I want to be? How do I help? How can I? What would you say?
To be honest, I wouldn't even know. I'm gonna be honest.
It's honest.
I'll be 1,000% honest. I really wouldn't know because I'm I'm not the biggest activist myself. You know, like I don't, like, Mandy was marching. I was like, damn, she's good. She said good for you, right? Yeah. Right? See, like, I'm not, like, I'll share it on my social media and I'll educate in different ways. I didn't know how to be as proactive as other people. And I wasn't even, it sometimes makes me a little uncomfortable as well, because it's like, you can never do enough, because everyone's like, well, what did you do? Like, if you didn't march, then you didn't do shit, right? So if you didn't donate to the nonprofits, then you didn't do shit. Like,
well, and that was a hard ask too, because of course, and I had that conversation with quite a few people, because yes, I went out and marched, but when I went out and marched, it was also the height of COVID in the epicenter of coronavirus here. Right. So I understood why people wouldn't march. And then also, yes, you had all of these platforms to donate. It is unfair to ask people to donate while you're also going through a pandemic and most people are collecting unemployment.
But I also didn't know what I was donating to. Right. I'm going to be honest with you. Right. I do not know. Till this day. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Like, till this day, I'm trying to figure out what are they doing? And I swear to God, I started researching, like, and I wasn't just trying to say, like, where all this money on? It wasn't that. I really genuinely wanted to know, okay, there's all these organizations to help us. What do I go to them for? Right. Like, do I go to them for housing? Do I go to them for education? Do I go to them for legal? Right. You know, if I need to fight something, like, what am I going to these organizations for? And I genuinely don't know. Then I've gone to the websites and there's like, you know, we're helping you, but how? Wait, like, where do I walk into and say, like, oh, I'm coming to this organization to help me do what? Like, and I still don't have an answer. I would love if everybody who's watching, if they can contact me and let me know what I can come to these people for, you know, because, and I genuinely, that's why sometimes I get stuck and I'm like, you know what? I'm a more one-to-one person type thing. So it's like, I'll start in different ways that I can to help build my, you know, community and my people and my race, and try there, because I mean, there's not only one cookie cutter way to help, you know, advance or support Black people in our movement, because it's not only in one area, you know, like that we need help. So it's like I try to do other things that I feel like I would be better at or that I can see a real result, because I need to see some sort of...
There needs to be evidence.
Exactly.
There needs to be evidence of some sort of movement forward. I guess, and it's not to defend white people who don't have a fucking clue. It's just more so to point out that sometimes we do have to be responsible for each other with each other. And if COVID has not taught anybody that, I mean... We clearly live in a very individualistic society where people are not common. We say it all the time. Common sense is not fucking common
at all.
Being a decent human being is not common. There's no real common courtesy, because 500,000 people in this country have died, and some people still don't want to wear a fucking mask. So as far as being woke and being concerned, and it's like, no, it's not my job to teach. It's not my job to inform. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not in this instance. But if somebody approaches you and you have an opportunity to enlighten them in a way that is impactful, in a way that is empowering, in a way that makes them feel like they can be a source of support and an ally, fucking do it. Because there's a lot of white people who are too afraid to ask how they can be of service or be helpful, who may not even know that sometimes the best way to start the conversation might just be with an apology for your ignorance.
We just saw the situation in the Uber. The girl who coughed on an Uber driver.
First off.
Like, fam, do you understand how ignorant, how crazy that is, going back to your point?
And I'm so glad she got caught. I don't know. They're wanted by
one got arrested, people. I believe. One is out on...
Need to be. But that's where, again, I mean, but that just eliminates color in general. That's just the ignorance of people in this space.
But it just lets you know that there are more people not thinking about anyone else than there are people thinking about other people. So if someone is coming to you with the intention of trying to think about someone else and be fucking better, and you can help them, fucking help them.
And that's with everybody, though.
That's with everybody. That's with everybody.
Whatever you know, you should be teaching the next person. Like, because even beyond it being a black and white thing, like what he said about the mask. I remember one time my friend, she posted something like, oh yeah, he asked me to put on my mask. And I'm like, she's like, if you want to wear your mask, you wear your mask. I'm like, yeah, he's protecting you. You're not protecting him. You know? And then she was like, I know she was like, like, here we go. But
like, oh, so inconvenient.
Yeah, like
so inconvenient.
But like one of those, you know it all. Like,
but everyone's self-serving in a lot of the things and how they move and what they do. And
I hate.
I don't know. I hate. Yeah, I honestly hate that conversation. I'm glad that they did take a break. And
can y'all just fire Sharon? Can y'all just fire Sharon and force her to take some sort of, with all these corporations hiring all these diversity officers?
Does she really need to be fired?
I was going to ask the same thing.
I don't know if she needs to be fired.
You started the conversation.
For the way that she talked to Cheryl and said, and don't cry, don't you have tears because I should have tears.
I'm not that's not big enough for me.
That's huge to me.
Like
to speak to anyone that way. To speak to anyone that way, I think, is completely inappropriate and unacceptable. I mean,
because you started with ignorance, right?
Not having
don't think
anything
she's
to
overtly
do.
Racist.
I'm not saying fire her for racism. I'm saying fire her for misconduct. That's not how you speak to your co-host, who's not speaking to you that way.
Got it.
Cheryl never raised her voice, not one time.
That's a different point.
Never.
Yeah, that would be.
I was speaking to like the ignorance.
It's misconduct.
You actually want to keep her there so that you can have the conversations and kind of figure it out if that's the case.
She apologized for her misstep, and if she misspoke and was offensive to people of color, she apologized for that.
Yeah.
The apology to Cheryl for coming at her that way after Cheryl said, I'm hoping I can just talk to my friend for a second and just explain things to my friend. Cheryl padded the approach to this woman on national television.
Well, that's what black women do. Y'all always gonna hold it down.
Correct.
Y'all always gonna always.
But for the response, most of the time.
Because, she could have got some fire from somebody else.
She could have gotten a little spicy. And Cheryl did not get spicy, not one bit.
I'll be honest though, she could have apologized off air. There could have been a conversation that was had after, and I say
the apology got to be as loud as the disrespect.
No. I say that to say we've even had the conversation. There's times you and I agree. We're in a non-traditional type of setting as far as what we do. So your idea that she should be fired for misconduct. This is a talk show. What we do daily is a talk show. If I disrespect you on air, do you think that means I should be booted from the show? No, because we're co-hosts. We're going to have that conversation. And I do believe that eliminating someone completely takes away your point in the fact that we need to educate. So there should be further conversation.
I'm not mad at her being educated. I don't think her outburst was a matter of racial education. I think her outburst was really a matter of entitlement and how she feels she can speak to people. And that's a character thing in my mind.
But let's view it. That's how we check it.
Let's
call her out for doing that shit.
Well, she has been. But she's not responding to that part. She's responding. She's still defending the racism argument, which isn't the argument now. And that was my original point to begin with. You're defending a point that's not even being made. You're screaming at your co-host on a national platform.
Personally, I don't care too much about delivery. I'm not a delivery.
That's like a whole other conversation. Yeah,
like I don't care. I
care more about delivery than I do about the message.
Yeah,
the how is way more important to me.
Never.
I'm not gonna lie. I would be with you only because you and I have had so many conversations in the fact that just because, and you're going into even her character with how she delivered that. I want to say I disagree and with you, Cutty, because the way I deliver something still doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a bad person, because I can't control as well how someone receives me. But this, in her mind, could have been her passion. She's defending her friend, and this is what she feels like she should be doing to show her friend that she's a good person. And so you have to understand, even in the way we communicate, me coming, and I've checked people, and the way I checked them probably wasn't good, but it was in defense of someone else.
Yeah.
And so you also have to understand, yes, while this came out and it looked fucking bad, to kind of question someone's character or whether they're a good person or not, or whether they should be fired or not.
I didn't say that she was a good person or not.
But misconduct, what I'm saying is also read differently.
Misconduct has to in order for you to operate a certain way, and that's why I say how you say something is important. That's why there's HR in companies. We talk about it all the time.
We ain't got no HR. What HR?
Ooh, girl.
What HR?
What I'm
Joe
saying.
Budden Network is working on that. All right, I'll be here. I'll speak for that.
Savon will.
Savon is
my
here.
hat
We
on,
got
baby.
Maul over there. But that's
what I'm saying is there has to be a line drawn with how you conduct yourself in a professional space. Yes, it is a talk show. Yes, it is a place of entertainment where there's things that may be more performative for entertainment value. Fine. But when it comes to the handling of, and maybe not fired, maybe you're right. Maybe being fired is a little bit harsh.
That's all.
That might be a little harsh.
Right. Give her a little time out.
The reason I'm that defensive is because I know for a fact if that was a black woman that blacked on a white woman in that capacity, she would have been fired.
But no, I will say that coming from corporate America.
I'm not talking about corporate America. I'm only talking about here.
Coming from any environment like this, the idea of someone being fired, HR as well is for the corporation and the lawyers, and that is all for corporations. So we sit here and laugh about HR. HR don't give a fuck about you, the workers.
That's correct.
It is to literally protect the company and the corporation. So in this sense,
and the morale.
But guess what?
And the morale of the company.
Sharon Osbourne brings money, and I say all that to say, who's that other white woman that's on The Real? Who got thrown in because she brings views. She brings, the white woman.
There's a white girl on The Real?
The white girl that's on, is it The Real? Is it the shit with Whoopi Goldberg?
Oh, that's The View.
The View. Okay.
I thought this was The View. Oh, this is The Talk.
Yeah, they got the talk.
But I say that to say, there's a woman right now thrown in there.
Meghan McCain.
Meghan McCain literally isn't there for the morale. Guess what she's there for?
The views.
The clicks, the views. And guess what Sharon just brought? Mad clicks and views. So her staying on the show does way more for, so what, if anything, HR will come in and be like, oh, Cheryl, it's okay. We talked to Sharon. Nothing's gonna, but what I'm saying is there's nothing ever. If anyone's listening to us and you're at a fucking job right now, you go into HR to complain does nothing but make sure whatever your complaints isn't gonna escalate to harm the business. The company never fucking cares about the employee, doesn't care about you. The HR is in place as a legal umbrella to cover the company. Right. So this idea of, hey guys, send in your comment cards, let us know how we're doing. All of that is just to make sure that y'all are there. And I even want to turn this into, then we can bring it into, Selena Gomez recently said that she wanted to quit music. She didn't feel like she was appreciated by not more like the industry, like what we talked about with Tiana Taylor, but she feels a way as far as her last project, single, song, whatever, she felt didn't get the recognition it deserved. She also felt it was one of the best things that she put out. So now she's threatening to quit, to leave music. I wanted to have the conversation because a lot of us stay in jobs that we do have a passion for, but we're not happy there. And there's almost, we feel pressured to stay in these places, A, because passion is there, or B, because people are pressuring us to stay there. And I wanted to have
because of the money.
Right. Or because of the money. We do have bills to pay. And I do think that's a whole other conversation.
That's a whole other conversation. It is.
Because I think a lot of people do suggest if you're not happy, just leave. And realistically, that's not a possibility in a lot of places. Like, I have bills to pay. Yes, this is my passion, but no, I can't just quit because I'm unhappy. So I wanted to ask you guys, I mean, you are still in music, you're still writing, but the business and sometimes even this, it drains you to where it's just like, man, fuck all this shit. Yeah. I love it, but I don't want to deal with everything involved with it. Yeah. How did you operate, or what did you have to tell yourself when this is your passion, but you were like, fuck this, I'm gonna do something else?
I think it stops feeling fulfilling as an artist when you're not as connected to your audience.
And that's what she,
and I think that's the point that she's kind of making. Yeah. And the hard part is for someone like a Selena Gomez, she was famous before being on, wasn't she on one of those little
like a Disney channel or something?
She was on a Disney
Wizards
show.
of Waverly Place, I believe.
Wow.
I believe.
Never heard of that.
I think. Don't quote me.
Screaming, can we pull up the cast of Wizards of Waverly Place?
Never even heard of that.
This was after I stopped watching Disney.
If I got that right, I might be Siri. And I might.
Wow.
I don't know that.
You really did know that, Savon.
I don't know why.
Savon is Jarvis personified.
I only had the movies. I never watched Disney Channel.
Nah, yeah, that's how she got popped.
Didn't she date somebody?
So
like Bieber?
She was with Bieber for a long time.
Oh.
But so Selena Gomez got famous, and people decided they really, really loved her based on this show. And so
so she's a Drake.
No,
maybe
musical gifts. Without the musical gifts.
Well,
I think music was something that became a default thing because that's just what Disney kids do. It's like
machine.
That's the machine. They do their acting thing, and then they segue into whatever musical lane they decide they want to be in, right? And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
like
For those,
Britney Spears,
right?
Okay,
but even harder now because now we live in an era where the majority of people that end up being in music are either really, really great at music or they switch and they pivot and they go back to acting. I mean, Zendaya came from a kid's show too.
She showed
and
it.
she did music for a little while and now she's a full-blown actress.
I'm not gonna lie.
Amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
I had no
But
idea.
she's an incredible actress.
Amazing.
So
Wait,
now,
but she did one video that was like, no, girl.
well, no.
Well, her music career wasn't the
I'm not
greatest.
saying the music,
career.
but that's
as
what
an
I'm saying.
actress.
Like musically, we don't really know a lot of songs from her. We don't. So that wasn't the thing, right? But we haven't seen Selena Gomez in a movie. We haven't seen, and I would like to. I would love to see I would like to see more of her talent.
It also
displayed.
just sucks because you don't get, especially when you're in the public eye, and I definitely wanted to talk about this too because we have a lot of creatives that follow us. Y'all know we had someone that departed. You are also going with a switch up in Need to Know, but Cutty has been a part of a 2 or 3 year run podcast.
I think it was a little over one.
No, it was okay, maybe 2 years. Okay. Anyway, she was
a little over one.
Well, she was. Well, I gave her
You
like
trying
2
to
or
put
3.
dubs on it.
I did but
You're
she
so
left.
sweet.
Well,
Yes.
she left her podcast, and there was a lot of people that were just like, "Oh my God, why? That means you're coming out with another one, right?" And she was talking to me like, "I feel like I have to start a podcast now," and it's not something that.
Oh yeah.
She literally left because she didn't want to be a part of it no more. And I wanted to ask you like, your decision to leave, what made you leave creatively, and the pressures that you did feel with all of the comments that you got when you did leave?
There were a number of reasons, right? Because right when I had just released my book, The M.M. Man is for Money, everybody.
Say that shit.
I had just released my first book, and I wanted to write more than I wanted to pod. But people loved me podding, right? So then I wanted to write more books and I wanted to do more things. And the podding, for the headache that it was giving me, was not enough for me to keep going. And at the time, monetization, that's right. Monetization was not as good as it is
podding
right now. So I was like, man, there was no like incentive money wise. So I was like, it's not even my passion. And I don't even know what the money about to look like. So, I'd rather put my focus into things that I knew I like to do, whether it made money or not, right? So I was like, okay.
That's why I tell anybody wanting to get into podcasting, if you're getting in for the money,
don't.
And you don't, don't. Like, podcasting does not bring, I mean, of course, now you see all these deals. Y'all watch us here on the JBN. And the idea of what money looks like in potting really isn't like, even it took me 4 years to get to this. Like, look, Savon is shaking his head.
Niggas have gone broke for this shit.
No,
like,
literally.
People don't
Literally.
understand. People think you just get some mics and you get
And
parks.
you start
First
talking.
off,
No, you gotta buy that.
The mics don't come with parks. First off, so you gotta find somebody who's gonna fucking do it the right way.
Most of us don't have the parks budget. Most people don't have the parks budget. Please don't get it fucked up.
Like,
People don't have the mics budget.
Right. There's mics, there's the editing, there's also the sweat equity of the time it takes. I mean, we come in here and luckily, but we also throughout the whole week we're working on the outline. We're talking
But not only that, not to only produce the show, but then you gotta market the show, right? So it's like once you post, that's the easiest part about it. Yeah, it's trying to get people to come and listen and
stay.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Well,
and
that was
stay.
that. The opposite happened for me. So I was in music, and then I started guest hosting other shows, and people were like, "Oh my God, you're so great at this! You should do this instead." Yeah. And I would be like, "Now she's here,
so wait,
guys."
did the people find your passion for you?
So I'd be like, so I would have to stop and be like, "So y'all just don't fuck with my music? Like, if you don't like me singing, you could just say that, you know,
like you can sing on the podcast,
like just go
kill two birds with one stone.
We talk a little bit and then just burst into song.
You know that was the comments in the beginning. So we really want to hear Bridget sing more. Bitch, this is a podcast.
But I was also mad because I was like,
squeeze,
because I said it like within the first month of podding. I was like, all of y'all been asking me for new music, and I put an EP out in 2019, and a lot of y'all didn't buy my shit. A lot of y'all didn't come to my shows. But so
that happens a lot.
But I mean, and here's the thing.
That's a whole other conversation.
Mandy came to my show.
I did.
Where was it?
At Rockwood Music Hall in LES.
LES,
yeah.
Said.
No, I think it is one thing to find your passion, right? But I also think that sometimes what your gift is not always your purpose. Like me being able to sing was not really music was not my purpose. My voice was my purpose, but my voice was able to make enough broad strokes. Pause. I know it sounds a little crazy. Every time I say the word strokes, I feel like I gotta pause.
You might have to.
I might have to.
Wait,
you back in New York.
Every time
I'm not in LA anymore. I gotta say pause.
You gotta pause the stroke.
Wait, can we pause this then? No? I don't know. It just made me think of strokes. I don't know why.
Can I just ask, what did my voice do to make you want to play a soundbite about testicles?
You said stroke.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. No, okay, never mind. You paused stroke. So I thought that was sexual. Let me throw in, bitch, I've been working on these little sound bites. We talking about testicles and shit.
Oh, that's a wild sound bite. Did you approve that, Bridget?
No, I did not. Okay. And definitely not while we're talking about me doing music in my voice. She was like, oh, wait, I have one. It's like, I mean, that's where you went?
Pipe dreams. Look, see?
You're there now. No, but really, I mean, music has always been what I love to do. The industry and the politics of music really broke my heart a number of times. Like it did a number on me. Having to massage relationships with people I don't really fuck with, having a smile in other people's faces that I don't really fuck with, that I know don't really fuck with me, having people really just try to use me for whatever they thought I could provide for them based on my proximity to other people that might have been famous.
Though? That's life, actually.
It is, but like,
you're explaining this. I can bring that into going to work every day, not wanting to smile and
it is.
It's life.
That's
it is, but the difference with entertainment, and that is, you still have to be qualified in some capacity to even get to that level and participation. In entertainment, you don't have to be qualified for shit. You can be pretty and be young, and it works, and be at the right place at the right time.
That's how I got here.
He's like, I'm pretty and
young.
That's how I got here.
Pretty and young.
I'm not gonna lie, like,
and at the right place at the right time.
I don't know. Last week,
you don't have to have talent to be successful in the music industry.
Bitch, I literally said I want to be like Lumity. Give me
just one song.
I literally sung for Preem last week. DJ Premier, he's here all the time, and I was like, yeah.
This subtle flex has been brought to you
I'm not gonna lie.
This is his studio.
Here goes Rory.
DJ Premier just parades through the hallway.
I sung for DJ Premier last week because he was like, yeah, you want. And so I don't know what fucking song I sung him. Oh, lift every voice and sing.
You sang the Black Anthem?
I mean, no.
You're like, can you put some auto-tune on it and then make me a hit?
Parks, were you here to assist?
What's that?
Did you assist Mandy's vocals?
The room, right?
No.
Okay.
Right. Then I don't
hit
think that might have gone as well as you thought.
I don't know if you really hit it, but I said neither did Lumity, neither did Cassie, neither did Nina Sky. I want to be any of those people.
Listen, Cassie had the good vocal pack now. Cassie had a good engineer. We're not going to do that to my girl Cassie.
Did you hear the same song I did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
hold on.
But look, Selena, the reason why she wants to leave is because of the last work that she put out. She felt like they didn't receive it the way that she wanted it to be received because it was special to her.
Well, but that's every artist. We love all the shit that our fans don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
We always do. Every song that we think is Mary J. Blige, right? I went on tour with her. Subtle flex.
Subtle flex is brought to you.
When I went on tour with her, there were songs that she just lets the crowd sing because she doesn't want to sing them anymore.
Right.
And I mean, I always thought it might have been like, damn, it's just really hard for her. No, she just don't feel like singing that shit. Like, she don't like the song. You know what I mean? The fans love the song, but she didn't give a fuck about the song. A lot of artists have songs and projects that we're not like, oh my God, emotionally attached to. And then the shit that the fans don't fuck with is usually the stuff we feel is the best.
Yeah.
It's the best representation.
But we care about it because it's personal to us, and they don't relate to it because they don't relate to it. It has nothing to do with them.
The thing that's hard about Selena Gomez and why I empathize with her so much in this is really because I think this project really highlighted the chapter, the Justin Bieber chapter closing for her. And I think people were still in the mindset of celebrating Justin Bieber over here and his accomplishments and what he was doing, and we're not.
Oh, that's who she was talking about in here?
I think so.
You know what's crazy? I don't empathize with millionaires, babe.
That's and I was about to say that. You know how many followers she has on Instagram?
And that's
I said empathize, not sympathize.
Oh, I don't empathize.
Not the same.
I
about her heartbreak?
Nah, fuck all that shit. Like the fact that she's like, oh
so
my
you
God.
think $1 million is going to fix your broken heart?
I don't think it's gonna fix it. But like, you're still a millionaire. You're competing with the Kardashians as far as the most followed person on social media.
No, she is. Like, 216 million
and I guess
people.
you know what?
What does this got to do with her heart?
Please, somebody make it make sense.
I hate to say her heart is quote unquote broke.
That she could buy a new heart. That's what you're saying.
No, bitch.
Her heart is not broke. Nothing about her is broke. Her heart is broken.
The conversation started with music.
The conversation
started with her music
is
not
that she
doing
does
as
not
well.
feel appreciated, or that it didn't get the accolades and recognition
that
she believes it deserves.
Exactly.
Bitch, you are the most acknowledged bitch in the goddamn world with your 216
but
million
she
followers.
wants y'all to know that she is still brokenhearted.
No,
Well,
she
even
wants
just
us to know that she's not doing as well as she wants or she thinks she deserves. She sold
Neither is
over
Kanye.
She sold over 100,000 copies. She was #1 when the album came out. That's not enough for her. She's not competing with her peers is the issue that I have. It's like, fam, do you know what it's like to be a struggling artist? You don't. Because when you press promo on your Instagram to 216 million people, you're already ahead of all the people who really need this shit or really want this shit.
No, but it's about the empathy. She wants you to care about
her music.
The actual
but care about the content.
Care about the
content. Because she's Selena Gomez, she can literally rile up anybody she wants to create hit records. That's not the point. The point is not just to have hit records. The point is to really connect to the audience.
She wants the
yes, Selena, we love this song.
Nah, I'm with you, Mandy. I ain't feeling that shit.
Yo,
Mandy, I'm riding with you.
You feel me? Man,
maybe she wanted it to be like when the Lemonade album came out. You know how everybody was like,
oh my God, Beyonce.
No, but it's not. No, it's the content, because when Beyonce came out with that content, I was in the car like, as I bounced to the next dick, nigga. And my boyfriend was like, wait, what? And I'm like, yep, Beyonce said that we could bounce to the next dick.
Beyonce said that, so we out.
Right? So, I related to it.
Sorry. Did y'all?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you relate?
Yes.
Yeah, I would bounce to the next dick for sure.
But then go back to the.
But I bounced.
No.
But I bounced to the next dick.
I want to call you Chloe right now. I want to call you Chloe right now.
The crazy bitch in me was like, pray you catch me listening. I'm like, I'm praying you think I'm not fucking crazy. I'm praying you think I'm not crazy and you fucking try me. That's where I was at.
Okay, can I be honest though?
Yeah.
Because if y'all are I'm finna bring up this bitch right here. Yes, I gotta bring it up, y'all. So Khloe Kardashian. Yes, we talking about the Kardashians.
Before we get to her stupid ass, Selena Gomez, you have my undying support.
Yeah, hers.
Because and here's the thing, stop making music for anybody else. Make music for you, because you do have 216 million people that follow you,
so
and
clearly it's not just
are
for her.
checking. So you can make but make music for you. Make music that you're happy with. Don't make music for your fans. Do something else for your fans. Make music for you.
Yeah,
make music for you.
Yeah,
the minute you start doing it, listen, Rihanna did Anti for herself, for her motherfucking self. And that album was fantastic. That was one of her best albums. And you can listen through and be like, yeah, she fucking felt that shit. Yeah, she probably wrote that shit.
And these opinions
that was one of her best. She didn't do that project for nobody else. She did that shit for her motherfucking self. Okay. So do a project for you, sis.
I mean, but that's what Rihanna too. And that
in general, yes. But I mean, do a project for you. As an artist, stand by what you need to stand by. Because if it's not serving as therapy for you, then you're not doing it right.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm excited to get into the trash talk of this. Relationship shit, y'all. Hey!
We have more wine, say more?
Yeah, because we gonna get into it. And that's why I love that you brought it up, honey. Because, yes, we could sit here and be like, oh, you did me wrong, I'm gonna move to the next. Fuck you, nigga. It's a lie, because guess what? You still go back. And I say that
it's not a lie. It's killing two birds with one stone.
It's killing two dicks with one box, apparently.
So Khloe Kardashian, for those of you who do not know, she allegedly is also amidst her baby daddy, Tristan Thompson, fighting paternity, not custody. Paternity. There is a woman currently saying that he has fathered her child, and she claims that she is being silenced by the Kardashians. But this past week, it was Tristan's birthday. And this is what I want to get into, because it's really her first line for me. Khloe took to her social media to wish her baby daddy a happy birthday, but she started it by saying, the ones that are meant to be are the ones who go through everything that is designed to tear them apart, and they come out even stronger than they were before. Thank you for showing me everything you said you would. Da 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 da.
She said she don't want to hear none of that shit. Bitch. She like
because I think that this is a conversation, and we semi got into it where we tried to tell Rory about himself and just men in general last week. But she literally said the ones that are meant to be are the ones who go through everything that is designed to tear them apart. And I think that this is yet again the normalization of toxic relationships. And it also means that in order for you to stay in a relationship, you gotta go through shit.
Facts.
Like
Shut up.
You think that's true?
You gotta go through shit. What
no,
you mean?
You don't.
Yeah, you do.
Define.
How you know it's built to last? What you think? They just get the car and you just put it on the highway?
No, yeah, I should just be able to drive.
We have to distinguish between going through shit and creating shit to go through.
Ooh.
We could go through shit. Mm-hmm. We could go through a bunch of shit. Mm-hmm. But if you creating a toxic environment, and the you can be men or women, so before y'all get crazy in the comments, the women can be toxic and the men can be toxic. Mm-hmm. If you are perpetuating the toxicity in the space, that does not count as us going through shit. Going through shit is somebody gets cancer in the middle of the relationship, and now we got to put everything on hold.
Someone loses their job.
Someone has a baby, so now we got to make an adjustment for our lives around this unexpected blessing, right? That's going through shit. This is not going through shit.
You having a baby with another woman, you cheating, you hurting me to the extent that I also should stay with you because you're just not mature enough, and maybe you promised me a monogamous relationship without telling me you don't know how to be monogamous. That's the problem too. Like, there's these ideas of traditional relationships, and yes, monogamy is a part of that. But if you cannot be monogamous, don't insert me into this relationship with you under false pretenses.
But wait, how old is Khloe?
She's 35? Older than him. And he's like 27, 28.
No, he's 30 now.
He's 30.
Oh, he's 30 now?
Oh, yeah, he just turned 30.
Oh, 30.
Right?
To me, this is a bad example. This is a bad example for, she's 36. This is a bad example for two reasons.
Talk to me.
Number one, they have a kid together.
Okay.
So a lot of couples, especially with how young True is, especially when there's a baby involved, she's still a baby. A lot of couples go through that back and forth, trying to see if they can make it work and figure it out as a family. That introduces a whole other element that complicates things. The other thing is, she's a Kardashian. They care more about what things look like and what the perception is than what things actually are.
Can you not say Kardashian though? That is everyone now. The perception of even how we make our relationship look online.
The only reason I'm saying specifically it's Kardashian because she's made multiple millions of dollars by operating that way. So she's mastered that. If anybody ever wants to talk about how the Kardashians have no talent and they're famous for no reason, no, they have talent. Mm-hmm. They have figured out how to make their lives so dramatic and entertaining on television that millions of people tune in and they make millions of dollars off of it. That is their talent. That is their passion, and that is a gift, and they've mastered it.
But if we take out the celebrity and we take it back to the relationship, because I think,
and that's why I say this has more to do with the baby than it does about the relationship.
Honestly, this does not surprise me. This doesn't bother me. This doesn't move me, because I just feel like, okay, this baby looks how old? 3?
Probably 3.
3?
2 or 3. Yeah.
Okay, so he was 27.
Right.
Like, the first thing I always think is,
in an NBA
do we
player
do we really think that a 24, 25, 26-year-old guy who is in the NBA and rich himself is never going to fuck another bitch in life?
Okay, so you're telling me 35, 42, 45?
No. I'm just saying.
But when does a man does not operate like that? Then if we
I don't know what happens past, but I just know what happens during your 20s. Like,
so if someone's listening and they're in their 20s, which we do have like those late 20 listeners and now in their 30s and really getting themselves together. What do you excuse? What is allowed to be excused because you're in your 20s?
I'm not
with a partner in a relationship.
But here's the thing. I don't know what their agreement was, right?
Right.
I have no idea. Because people think that they're in relationships that they're not necessarily in.
Okay.
All the time.
So,
living in disillusionment. What?
So here's the thing.
That's everybody, for the record.
I'm going to use this as an example. So I do Cutty calls all day long.
Let's go Cutty calls.
Where women call me for advice of their relationships. Too many times I'm on the phone and somebody's like, well, he told me that he didn't want to be in a relationship.
Oh, God.
But he was doing everything like a relationship, so I just thought
we were in a relationship.
Yeah. Like I thought we were in a relationship, right? So because they're celebrities, we see them as a couple. We see them in a relationship. That doesn't mean that was what it was. Like, right. I don't know for sure that he said we're in a committed relationship. Right. So anything that he did out of that, he cheated, right? Because, maybe he just doesn't want to say anything. Maybe he just doesn't want to look like he's trying to trash her, but he knows that she has way more influence than him, at this point to spin the story. So some guys will just take the bad guy role,
The reason I'm saying the baby has more to do with it than anything else is because if this was a regular situation and he did not have to be around her and be involved in this kid's life and be in the family that way, he's a part of the family now. They have a kid together. It's not as if like it's an ex and it's like, nah, fuck you, I'm never talking to you again. And they can go their they feasibly, especially as millionaires, can move on, find somebody else, get in another situation, do whatever they want to do. There's a baby involved.
But you know what this brings me to?
So they're going to see each other all the it's like it's a lot harder. That's why I gotta say, I think it has more to do with the fact that there's a baby involved as to why she's going back, because she wants there to be a family relationship. Look at everybody else.
People go back even without babies.
I was about to say
they do, but I think when a baby is that young, you want to, especially women. I see this more often with kids than without. Is that they want to create the family environment, family situation, and dynamic for their kid.
Yeah, but
they really do.
We saw that with Iggy. Yeah. And Playboy Cardi. Y'all know I watch my Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that's what's going on right now with Portia and Dennis.
Yeah.
But to me...
Well, it's embarrassing for women.
Well, not only is it embarrassing, I will say it's also completely selfish. And I say this to say to anyone, the woman is selfish. It's selfish because this is probably a man that you do still want a relationship with. 9 times out of 10, when a woman's fed up, she's done. Mm-hmm. Anytime a woman still tries to either co-parent or still try to have that family dynamic, is because of the picture she sees and she wants. Because to be very honest, me growing up in a household where eventually it was a single parent household, it took more for my mom to leave. Yeah. Because that toxicity being around your child is far more destructive in this type of toxic environment than simply co-parenting.
I don't know that it's a toxic environment.
No, I don't know for this. I'm speaking in general now. I'm no longer speaking about Chloe and Tristan.
I don't know if it's toxic at all. They got more millions than Selena Gomez. So I don't know how toxic we good.
But I wanted to take this off of Chloe and Tristan, because again, we can sit here and say we don't know their situation all day long. At the end of the day, we know that there's possibly other babies involved. There's cheating involved. There's all these things. And sure, she wants to maintain whatever this family dynamic is for the child. And what I'm saying is that's a crock of shit anytime a woman says that, because it is self-serving and selfish, because essentially if there's not a healthy relationship there with you and your partner, clearly there's not. We've seen a ton of messages, and normally there isn't. It becomes toxic for the child. I say that because I was in that.
It does, but that doesn't change the fact that the woman still wants there to be a father present in life. My mother tolerated a lot of bullshit with my dad because she was afraid if she pressed him too much and had too many expectations, he'd be like, nah, I'm cool, and dip and not be a dad to me. So she tolerated a lot of shit for the sake of my dad showing up as my dad. So she put up with whatever relationship bullshit that he was willing to give her for the sake of making sure my dad was around for me. A lot more women do that than women who are thinking clearly about. And I agree with you that a lot of women do still want the relationship, but that doesn't mean that they're not also considering the fact that they now have a kid and the kid needs a dad. On top of the fact that she's a white woman, her daughter is black. She needs to have she wants her daughter to have another sense of identity about who she is, because she's also running around with all the other black kids in the family, and they all got their daddies around. So,
well, not Kanye. Kanye ain't around either.
But not as a husband, but as a dad he is. So I'm just saying, when there's kids involved, mothers do a lot for their kids. They will go to the ends of the earth for their kids, a lot. Not all of them, but most do. And I just think in this situation, she's 36. She has a 3-year-old daughter with a man that really ain't shit, but he's also a public persona. So...
But when it comes to, when you say he really ain't shit, like, we don't know the dynamic. Like, when you make it to that level, I don't have that kind of money, right?
In terms of how he has handled things publicly, it has not
said
been
a thing publicly.
That's
I've
the problem.
I've never heard him say anything.
That's the problem.
Yeah, because I'm not very invested in them because I don't know
I'm not that invested in them either, but...
No, like, I don't know anything.
There's rumors that he was flirting with and being really affectionate with Chloe's little sister's best friend.
Oh, the Jordan thing. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And if that wasn't true, whether it was true or not,
shut that shit down.
He didn't shut it down, and he allowed. And Jordan Woods, whether she participated or not, took a lot of that fucking backlash, and he said nothing at all. And none of the other girls did either, to defend their friend who has been with them since they were kids. So in
that regard, yeah, but his dynamic with Chloe,
all I'm saying.
Obviously they have a child, but that dynamic, we don't know. It could be open relationships. Like, I just watched this documentary. It's called There Is No I in Threesome.
No I in Threesome.
No I in
on
Threesome.
HBO.
Right?
Is it good? Did you
it's
watch
an amazing doc.
I've been meaning to watch it.
Amazing doc. It's about open relationships and trying it out and people just figuring it out. And when you get this kind of money, we've seen it with Will and Jada, the speculation around their relationship is we're life partners. Right. Hey, we got this infrastructure that we built, and now we're life partners. We have a kid involved, and it's not so much of, hey, we're going to stay in a committed relationship to each other, but we're going to stay committed to this process or this infrastructure that we've built. For the perception. We know we're talking about perception with the Kardashians.
Right.
So I can't put that on Tristan to say he's a piece of shit and he's this and he's that.
The only thing I'm putting on that is I'm at this point, the picture that we just saw of the three of them was of the three of them. So we don't know what their current relationship status is. That's why I'm chalking it up to, this looks like they're trying to figure out how to be a family, whether that's in an open relationship, whether that's in a monogamous relationship, whatever the case is. Every picture she posted was the three of them as a family. It had it wasn't them kissing. It wasn't that, you know what I'm saying? So to me, that was my takeaway.
Some of the sentiments that I get from women who have children, they say that, like, they admit that there's an embarrassment, right? Of being the one, like, just becoming another baby mama, or the one who, you know, like, oh, you, especially being white, like, oh, you thought them black dudes were, you know, all that, but, like, he treated you the same way that he treated all the black girls, you know, like, stuff like that.
Right.
So there possibly, like I said, I don't know her personal sentiment, but there's possibly that feeling that she doesn't want to have egg on her face, that she
was treated the same way.
Yeah. Especially because she is a Kardashian.
Well, she also battled with whether she would even be able to have a child. We saw that with Lamar. And then she's recently spoke about going through IVF. She does want another child. And maybe it's just easier, and she's wanting to go through that process with someone that she already has a child with. I mean, there's a lot of layers to this.
This is just giving me family vibes. This isn't giving she wants to be...
she's sucking that dick too, God.
I'm sure, but I'm saying...
And he might be getting his dick sucked other places.
He might, and she might be busting it open with somebody else.
And that might be cool.
What I'm saying is this all feels like, okay, we're a family and everything meant to tear us apart is not going to happen.
That's what it's supposed to do. And you know that, Bridget. I know that's what it's supposed to do.
But that's also why I say I'm chalking it up to the family situation. If they're in an open relationship,
wait,
and everybody fucking,
you think they're together? Or you don't think they're together?
I don't think they're together. I think she's posting this because she literally is like, no, we about to be a family no matter whatever that looks like. That can be open to anybody's interpretation.
An entanglement.
Okay. An entanglement.
Because Mandy blah 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 the rest. So let me see. It says, for the best friend I have in you, I'm thankful. But she also is very careful.
She is. This is all strategic.
But you have to be careful in what you say, because if she would have got on here and been like, baby, I love you so much, they were like, you're so fucking stupid.
Right.
So.
Oh, she still got the you're so fucking stupid.
No, of course. But
that's fucked up.
She's going to get it regardless.
No,
she's going to get it regardless. But she may not want to show that she's still madly in love with him, or that she's so head over heels for him, or that she's still sucking his dick.
You know what?
Because
we all fall head over heels and are crazy in love with niggas who ain't shit. And guess what? All of our friends are like, bitch, you so stupid, you still with him. We was just having a conversation today. Yeah. Like, no, not really. I mean, yeah, pretty much.
I wasn't.
She wasn't. But like,
I'm not in love with a stupid ass ain't shit nigga. I'm in love with a good guy.
You're
right.
I'm in love with a good guy now.
You're in love with a good guy now.
But for so long, my friends were like, bitch, still, like, I didn't cry over niggas. I didn't.
Right.
And guess what? Guess who hopping on a flight to go see so-and-so? My dumb ass.
Right.
So I think, as a woman, unfortunately, like I said, and we talked about this before, we share all of the bad things about our partners. And unfortunately,
why do we do that?
Because when you say the good stuff, it looks like you're bragging.
Why do you do that?
Like, when we really give it up, y'all don't want to tell y'all friends.
Because
now women, y'all don't, and tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Oh, we will.
Y'all
women,
communicate.
y'all. Here we go.
Y'all
Women, y'all. Here we go. We're getting generalized. Wait for it.
But guys do it too. So let me not just put it on women. We communicate. We're social beings.
Y'all don't know how to communicate.
I'll put it on the human race. Let me get up out of there.
There we go.
We communicate with each other. So you're not going to tell your homegirl how good the dick is.
I sure do.
Oh, we went out and he paid for the nails. He paid for our meals. He left the tip. Like, no, but y'all do it because y'all feel confident in the guy that you're in. When you're unsure of a guy,
I'm not going to lie.
Y'all not going to do that.
No, he's getting in his bag.
Y'all not going to do that.
I'm not following.
When you're confident in the person that you're with, you're going to go out and scream at the mountaintops of how good the guy is treating you. When you're unsure of a guy, the only thing you tell your friends is the bad shit.
No,
because
I think
the good
it's
shit,
the opposite.
It's like, oh, damn, I'm afraid.
No, I think it's the opposite. Mm-hmm. When we are in the thick of it with a guy and he's doing all this great stuff, we actually only share the bad stuff. And then when it's somebody that you kind of don't care about that much, you're like, girl, he be doing this and that and da-da-da, whatever. But for some reason, when you're in that relationship with the guy, it sounds, this is like the general consensus that it just sounds like bragging, right? It sounds like you're trying to like.
So no, the only time you can do that is when your friends are also in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's actually
no. I need my credit 24/7, whether she's single or not. I need that.
Because here's the thing, right?
This is valid.
We're all in group. We're all in group chats.
All of us.
Women are in group chats. Men are in group chats. Mm-hmm. None of my group chat friends know anything about how good my man's dick is or what. None of it.
That's hate, though.
Everyone knows
that. No. It's not hate. It's to protect us ultimately. But also, I got some single friends. I don't need my single friends thinking about. Oh, damn. Well,
but they ain't your friends if that's what they're gonna think.
Well, and you know what? I don't worry about that either. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not worried about it. I just don't want to brag on it with a single friend who could literally have bad mind and all of a sudden and be like, here she goes talking about her man again. Because we got it in the comments.
You gotta get that energy.
But wait.
I'm just saying, I get it in the comments. Like, okay, Bridget, we get it.
They
We know you're in a
relationship as well on here,
and they don't want to hear us brag about it. So that's really the reason we don't brag, because it's more so like I don't.
My man is amazing.
I was about to say, I need y'all to brag on us. Like
he's
like that. We need that.
I'll be honest though, our friends, for the most part, as women, we like to vent.
Yeah.
We like to we also know a lot of our friends are dealing with the same fuck niggas as we are. So we almost, girl, he ain't pick up. What should I do? Or we've all been through something to where we dealt with someone who has hurt us. And so although we love someone, we do want to get past the hurt. If we even go back to this. Yeah. Yes, he cheated on me, but guess what? I still love this man. So I'm not going to give it up because I still love him. So now I'm telling you how awful he is because I know you've been through something awful with your nigga. How did you get past it? Because you still with yours. And so it becomes that. Wait, not necessarily. I'm just saying generally speaking.
Because it all depends on what it is, right? So like I could say, I found out that he fucked this bitch 3 months ago, blah, 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 blah. And somebody's like, oh my God, like cheating, right? Like that's the worst thing in the world. And I'm over it.
It may not be the worst thing in the world.
It's not
can I ask y'all that?
What?
Is that the worst thing in the world?
No, not for me. I was just about to get there.
Okay.
I was just about to say, but if he ain't give me no money in 3 months, I'm gonna be like, oh, this nigga got to go.
All right, Cutty.
Right? No, I swear to God, I'm not joking.
And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at
like,
that.
if he did nothing for 3 freaking months.
What do you mean by give you money? Because there's guys like me who
did anything.
I'm not putting you on payroll. If you're my girlfriend.
I'm gonna pad this for you.
That's what I'm asking.
If the relationship has suffered on top of you giving dick to someone else, we have a problem. Okay. So not so much like if you haven't showed up for me and the relationship has suffered and you fucking somebody else, no. You gotta pay tax on that now.
Showed up financially.
But got it. But another thing is like for my and a lot of people disagree with me on what I'm about to say, but
we love unpopular female opinions on this show.
But I'm the type of person, I get crazy via text, right? Super toxic. Fuck you, suck my dick, I fucking hate you, don't call me ever again, blocked, right?
Oh, God.
So if that's Monday.
She's a Leo. We talked about this in the other room. I was like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Should have started there. Right. She's a Leo.
She's like me. And now everything is on fire. Everything's fine.
So if I do that on Monday and I block him and he fucks somebody on Tuesday and then we get back together on Thursday, like whatever he did on Tuesday,
he has 24 hours to wash his dick.
Right, like I'm probably not going to hold it against him because I shouldn't have said, it's over, never call me again, blocked. Right? Like I feel like you should be responsible for what, like your emotions and stuff. Like if you say it's over with me, you can't get fired from a job and then be like, well, they still might hire me back on Thursday, so I'm not going to do this on Tuesday, right? Like, so whatever he's done on Tuesday or Wednesday, like if I find out about it 3 months later or 3 weeks later and I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch calling? And he's like, well, remember that time that you blocked me and told me suck your dick and leave me alone and don't ever call me again? Yeah, well, she called me on Tuesday. I don't believe in
breaks and stuff like that. Like that's
No, but that's the thing. I created that. Like I'm saying, leave me alone. Don't ever talk to me again. Because this is the thing. You have to be careful with what you say because if you turn around and say these things in the heat of the moment and then be like, no, but you should have known that I wasn't
That's the problem. Because that a lot of women do.
Yeah.
You should have known I was just upset and just said whatever, but I didn't mean it.
Right.
As a man, like that's where
that's
we do.
Fair.
That's where we fuck
up. That's where we
fuck up with saying things that we don't mean all the time, and we expect you to not believe us in this very instance because we're upset. So don't go and do no fucked up shit because I didn't mean it, and I'm gonna come right back.
So that might be how he got a new baby.
But
most guys look for you to just say, "Yo, get the fuck, don't hit my phone again."
Right.
Because now we know the clock is ticking.
Right.
Oh, shit, we might get
exactly.
We got 2 weeks. Wait, 13 more days. Oh shit, I got 13 more days. I'm gonna get that right. And then it kind of makes a space for us to get that to be.
Now some people say that when they know their girlfriend is like that, then they'll start an argument because they know how riled up she's gonna get. She's gonna be like, "Fuck out of here, suck my dick, don't ever call me again," and block them. And then that's gonna be their window period. Like let's say they know a girl is coming to town or whatever, and they know all they got to do is get their girl mad
and get
and then
now
they get that window.
Calculated. At that
that's
point,
way too calculated.
At that point,
I don't want to be in no relationship like that.
I want no relationship where you're calculated and where you're gonna upset me so that you have the out. And that's the problem too. That's what I was saying. Any man that operates like that, is also literally in a space where he's not ready to fully commit. Right. And as a woman, I need you to respect me enough for us to communicate with that. Because like I said, I'm a swinger. I also just had the conversation. I don't care. I don't want to know what you do when you're not with me. I want to believe because I'm with you 4 days a week that you don't have the time to do anything else.
Right.
But I don't want to know. And so those conversations need to be had as well. Like, I need to be sure I'm still safe as far as because you're the only partner I have going on down there. But those conversations aren't had early on. Where if you want to fuck this bitch that's coming into town 2 months from now, let's have that conversation. Because maybe I want to watch. Maybe there's a way that where you can.
But there's also, people also aren't honest with themselves.
They're not, that part.
So if people can't be. Common sense is not common. Decency is also not common. Honesty telling yourself the truth is also not that common. So a lot of people are not going to be honest and upfront about what it is that they need and they want, and oftentimes they don't know until they've violated or until they've been violated, and then it's like, you know what, this actually doesn't fucking work for me. So now you're gonna have to compensate for something in some kind of way.
And I'll be honest,
I'm not that person.
Yeah,
in my mind, if you want to fuck other people and you want to do all of that, I don't believe in we need to take a break and figure. No, we don't. If we need to take a break, no, we don't need to take a break.
So you don't do breaks?
No. If you crack my windshield, I have to get my windshield replaced. I'm not driving around with a cracked windshield. I'm not taking a break. I'm not taking if it's cracked and it's damaged,
But is there such thing as a healthy break for you? Where it's like, hey, maybe I just need some space. Maybe he just needs some space.
Yeah, you in the living room, I'm in my bedroom.
Every break, every break doesn't have to have a motive.
The break is a cop out.
Every break has to be a motive, though.
No,
Sometimes
a break
is a cop out to where you're probably in a space where you're not happy right now.
In my mind, if you need a break, then that means all bets are off. And if all bets are off, that means that we're no longer committed to the same vision, which to me means it's going to be a lot harder to get back on track
from that break
and try to regain the momentum that we had going in the same direction if we're not on the same page.
In my mind, the break is just let her down easy or him down easy, right?
Yeah.
So it's basically
but
like,
why do y'all interpret it that way?
Wait, no, I'm about to tell you.
Or you want another pussy?
No. Well, yes, but no. But here,
well, yes,
so we can't even get a break from y'all without wanting some pussy.
No. The break is this. I really want it to be over. But if I don't have a good enough excuse to tell you why I want it to be over for you, a good enough excuse for you, because everybody feels like the other party, they feel like they have to approve that you break up with them, right?
Right.
Because it has to make sense to them, because you can't just wake up this morning and be like, you know what, I really don't care about anything else besides what I got going on right now. And honestly, I really don't care if her day was good. I don't care if she ate today. I don't care if, if I give her, I don't want to care about her nails that I'm supposed to pay every month or, whatever it is. They just want to be single because they just want to be. That may not be a good enough reason for the other party, right? Or vice versa. If it was the girl just being like, I think there's better out there. Like, I don't want to hurt his feelings. He's a great guy, but I do think that there's better out there for me, whatever, right? So now you feel like you have to say break so that they can approve your vacation time. Because if you say quit, they're like, what? So if you give them this idea that you guys can come back together, they'll be like, oh, all you need is a little bit of time so that we can regroup. Okay, cool. So I'll give it to you.
But not every break is a vacation.
No, but it's not a real vacation. It's really...
Sometimes you get suspended.
Can I ask you...
What's going on?
But a suspension is reprimand.
That's what I'm saying.
In every other circumstance. So if you need to suspend this and us and me, I'm going to take that personally. And that just means... you want to make decisions without me in mind, and that is an exit from the relationship.
It's an exit from responsibility and accountability on your part as my partner.
But at what time do I hold me accountable?
Y'all don't.
What do you mean?
Myself.
What do you mean?
When do I have to hold myself, my feelings, my wants, my needs accountable for me? Sometimes the break is not just so I can do my thing. I have to regroup. Like, what if I'm not providing enough? What if I'm not doing? What if I have to get right in my head? You just said money. Hey, you can go fuck as many bitches as you want. You didn't say that. Paraphrasing.
I was like, whoa.
But you can.
You ain't got enough money to be fucking all the bitches you want. Exactly, sir. Your money ain't that rich.
You can do your thing, but if you compensate in a financial way, then I can excuse that. What if I can't give you anything financially?
Well, then
and now I gotta recruit.
You only getting this pussy then, just me and you.
But that's what I'm saying. I need a break
go try to go get some other ones.
I don't think
that's part of
order. It's me and you.
Yo, Parks, put the reverb on that, please. Throw something on that, my guy.
Give her a little auto tune.
That's what she just said. If you ain't got money, nigga, it's me and you, and that's it.
I ain't mad.
You don't have an excuse for no other pussy. Okay?
Not even that. I think the break is representative of you needing to do you, and that doesn't mean doing other people necessarily.
No, yes, it does. But it's not a bad thing.
I just said it doesn't mean doing other people necessarily. It really could just be that you need time to yourself to make some decisions. If the relationship portion of it is a part of what's blurry in your scope, then a break is a break up, because then that means that the work that you need to do, I cannot assist with, which is really sometimes what a role of a partner can be. And if I can't be employed in that way, in any way other than taking a step back and not being involved in your process, then you should take the time. It's selfish then to ask for me to then pause thinking about my vision for us. So that you can figure this out. But then everything else that I could be doing for myself, whether it's yoga or fucking, you know what I'm saying? It could be a vacation, maybe not. Maybe it's therapy, who knows? But at the same time, it's tough. It is selfish to ask for a break. But it's not selfish to ask to break up because you don't feel, you got to get your mind right and you got to get your shit together.
But a break is selfish.
A break to me is selfish.
A break, but that's the thing. The break is a lie. It's not real, right? The break is like
it's a lie.
And
Shavon already told us that men lie.
And see, full circle here.
Wait,
full
everything that she said about the break, you kept on saying me, and that's the thing. The other person's like, that's the thing. I don't want it to be about you. I don't care anymore about what you, how you feel about what I'm trying to do. So like, let's say for example, you wake up in the morning and you're like, I just want to be left alone today.
Yeah.
Your partner's gonna be like, what's wrong with you? Why you want to be left alone? No, nothing. Nothing's wrong. I just want to be left alone today. What, you got an attitude? What did I do something? No. I just want to decompress. I only... Oh, so what? I'm stressing you?
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
But it's also, because my man is one of those people that is like, hey, today's one of those days. I need some space. Okay.
You know what that reminds me of?
That's good
and
that you accept that.
We communicate and it's like, all right, you got an attitude? No problem. Do your thing. Leave me alone. Do your thing.
We could sit here and say communicating is the easiest thing in
not.
real life. That's what people have a problem with. And so like there was even a tweet that was like, you may not be dating a bougie person just because she doesn't have labels, but maybe she's bougie in her food. Maybe she's bougie in her travel.
I posted it. I posted it because that's absolutely how I feel.
And that's what I'm saying. So if your man says, I just need space, it's because you understand who you're with.
Oh,
here's the problem. A lot of us get into relationships and we still have this idea of what a relationship looks like to us. That we don't really look at who we're in the relationship with. So we don't view our partner with whatever baggage they're coming in with, their family. We talk, I know that you went through this with your mom, your dad, XYZ. And when those things are brought back to us, we immediately, oh my God, is it me? It's because we have this idea of what a relationship looks like, but we never really envision or take into account who we're in this relationship with. So the way in which you've learned how to communicate with your partner, if he needs space, you know not to take that personal because you know who you're with.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But also I think that's a compatibility thing. I think that's a compatibility thing. I think you have to figure out who you are, what you need in your relationship, what your needs are. I like my space. I like to go out with my friends. I like to go hang out with my friends and their kids. You know what I'm saying? So likes to be with his friends and do his own thing. And I think that's important in any relationship. But sometimes friends and relationships don't mix. Speaking of,
oh God.
Segue. Segue, baby. Okay. So I don't know if y'all are on Twitter, but there was this tweet that was circulating, and I thought
we saw it.
It was crazy, and I have to read it because it's great for this pod. This girl tweeted. She said, "We went to a basic ass restaurant yesterday, and a girlfriend invited her dusty ass nigga to join us. I had 2 $5 Moscow mules, crab, and artichoke dip. My total was $24.58. This nigga told the waitress, 2 checks, please." So, ladies,
and there was. So basically, afterwards, she also said something like, I told her to break up with his ass.
Right.
Yeah, she did.
There was another. There was like a thread.
He was broken, dusty, and that she should break up because her boyfriend did not cover the full tab with her friends, and so This is.
I mean, first of all, sis.
What?
Tell me where you went for $5 Moscow mules.
I think I know.
Tell me where that's at because that's where I want to go. Has to be in Atlanta, huh?
Where can you go? I bet you Bella Noche's had the 2 for $5.
Bella Noche's got 2 $5. $10? I could be a little warm inside for $10.
I love that.
How about this?
That's amazing.
I want to know, did he pay for his girlfriend's food though?
Oh, yeah.
See, this is a separate check. That don't mean he paid.
Why is he? Don't talk to the waitress if you're not going to pay. If you're not paying nothing at all, you shut your ass up. Don't even address the waitress. Why are you talking to the waitress?
I'll be honest with you. There's been, and fellas, y'all are listening, so hopefully y'all take something from this. As a woman, when I've introduced whoever I was dealing with, whether we was just fucking, whether we was dating, whether we was together, if a man that I'm dealing with comes out, it is embarrassing to me if he does not cover the bill for everyone at the table.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
It is embarrassing. Wait,
Yo,
I don't like your little giggle. I don't like this little chuckle.
First, before I start,
Savon.
I agree. I'm that guy. If I go with a girl and a friend, I got that, right?
Okay.
But I've also been the broke guy.
Well, then stay your ass home.
Then don't stay outside.
But wait, hold on.
A good time. What if you just fuck with me?
But wait, hold on.
Why am I held accountable to pay for you?
We could do that on a one-on-one, but not with the friends, though.
Hold on.
Not with the friends.
Question. My thing is, though, too, it doesn't say in this tweet when he decided to join, right? Because I've definitely been places with my homegirls, and my man is coming to pick me up. So if he's coming inside to pick me up and we're leaving together, he's not responsible for the bill.
No, he shouldn't come inside.
That's what I
If he comes inside, he has to pay.
Yeah.
I mean, no, because what if he's just coming inside to say hello to your friend? Like, just
He can say hello
friend.
outside after we already paid, but once this bill is presented and there's an opportunity for him to pay and he don't pay, then now I'm embarrassed. I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I'm saying I'm embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. I just think at the end of the day, if he's not either pay for all of it or don't pay for none of it. That's how I see it. Okay. So in my mind, it's like, I'm cool paying for my own shit.
No, I can't see her.
She had 2 drinks and crab and artichoke dip, and this girl's total was $24.58. Like, I can afford that. I'm cool. Like, you don't have to come in and pay for that for me. But
I have the unpopular opinion here for women.
Go for it.
I think she's broke. And I say that to say,
Word.
As a woman with her own money, expecting a nigga that you not fucking with, that fucks only with your friend, to not cover a $24.58 check, to me, this says more about the brokenness of a woman. And I'm not gonna lie, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, when a bitch was broke, oh, your nigga coming? Bitch started ordering more.
Nah, it could be broke. It could be principle. Like,
no,
the principle is not for you to expect that I'm going to pay for you.
Principle comes with your partner. You have no principle with another woman's man.
Correct.
And so to me, she want to call him dusty and broke. I think she's dusty and broke for this.
If he's not going to pay for the entirety, don't pay for any of it, because I'll pay for my own. And let that just be, I'm just coming here to see y'all, say what's up, and keep it cute. If he's not eating or ordering drinks, absolutely not. It's not his responsibility to pay. No, I don't have that type of relationship with my. Granted, we went out the other night and we were with friends from out of town. My friends from out of town invited 3 more chicks to come and join the table, and my man still picked up the tab, which is fine because we're doing that with friends, right?
Yeah. Damn, you got a rich ass, because that's but it's people, bro.
But it's also we were gonna take care of my friends that I invited out anyway. But it would have been tacky had we asked for 2 separate checks.
For sure.
So either you're gonna pay for the whole thing, or I'll take care of it because they're my friends and they're women and whatever. Then I'll do it because it's gonna come back to me anyway.
You know what this is? Go back to knowing your friends, because my friends also will pay for my meal.
Yeah, but know your man too.
But even your man, because I'm not gonna lie, when I was a little broke bitch, I would be going out and this about to be my dinner and my lunch. And apparently, I remember going out with a guy and he looked at me a weird way because I asked for a to-go bag.
No.
And that goes to, again, knowing like there's certain people with certain money, you don't ask for to-go boxes. And back when...
Wait, what?
I swear to God.
Wait, listen. You gotta know your man.
You asked for a to-go box or you ordered something to go?
No, I asked for a to-go bag, but it was at Tao, so you know everything.
Right, but that's for the food that you had at the table.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought she was saying like, oh no, and then I ordered more to go.
Oh no, that's crazy.
But look,
then
I would have been like, oh shit.
But there's another part of this. There's another part.
Or ordering food for your kids.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
No.
That's crazy.
But look,
I would feel more
I've done that if
comfortable
we're at a
paying for a
restaurant,
meal for your kids than I would for your friend that I'm not a fan of.
I'll be honest with you, my homegirls is lit. When I was poor and they used to go on dates, they used to order me food. You want to order something for your roommate?
Oh my God.
I used to get roommate food. I loved it.
There's another part to this conversation because in the next tweet that she said, it was something about like break up with your man, right? I mean, break up with him. That was coupled with it, right? So you got to know your man so that nobody could shame you about your man, right? So it's kind of like, I may know that my guy is not the type to pay for my friends. I'm cool with that. You may not be cool with that. That's cool.
Right.
Like that's why I said it's about principle for her. Like she may not be broke, right? But for her, in her mind, the principle is, you know, why come out or why come with us if you're not gonna pay? But if I'm comfortable with my man and knowing that's just not his thing, you can't shame me about it later on and be like, oh, he does it. I'm be like, nah, he just not like that. You know, like,
my man
I'm gonna defend my dude.
Can I ask a question? Because you said her principle. Who are you to
but
have
that's
a
what I was
principle
saying
about her man.
me
Yeah.
or your friend's man?
Right, that's why I said she got to know her man to defend him. Like, nah, he's not dusty, he's not basic. Now me, I want my guy to pay for my friends, but he's like that anyway.
Right.
But most of the guys that I've been with have been like that. But I still remember, and it was so many years ago, and I still can't let it go because I felt so embarrassed when this guy came in to meet me and my friend. Now, it was it was Cafe Intermezzo in Atlanta, and that's very, basic. You know, like, it's like casual.
You can shit on niggas real quick. It's all right.
No. Yeah, we had like lobster bisque or something. Or
lobster bisque.
No, but I'm saying like the bill was not that high.
This is a learning experience.
Right, I don't remember. I
could have said nachos. She said lobster bisque.
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking it's just a fucking soup.
This subtle flex is brought to you by.
No. So, but the bill wasn't crazy at all, and he didn't pay. And some people might think to themselves like, well, if it's not that crazy, then what is the problem, right? If the bill is not that high, then why you care about him paying $50 or whatever? Now, for me, I'm still obsessing over it, right? Another time my boyfriend comes in and me and my friend were about to leave and I was like, give me some money for the bill. He was like, you was going to pay it anyway. I was like, don't embarrass me.
I mean, but that's a different situation. He's coming in to meet you. Like,
no, it was for 2 seconds. Like, literally.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
like,
no, he still got to pay. I don't care if he had a drink or not.
Oh.
That's why I said, don't embarrass me.
You know what? Can I be honest with you?
That's entitlement, yo.
But no,
that's my man.
But that's a different level of entitlement.
We already together. It's not a new dude.
No, I know. But I'm just saying, I don't feel like that. Like, if my man is not eating with us and he's not kikiing and he's not sitting through and then he shows up to pick me up, I'm not looking at him like he got to take care of
you know why?
Does,
because guess what? He be paying for his bum ass friends, so he gonna pay for me and my friend.
But you know what?
My man does not pay for his bum ass friends.
You know, like there be the little childhood friends.
No, there are not. They don't. No. My man has kids. No. We're not paying for the friends.
This conversation brings me back to one that I had with my best friend because when she enjoys dating. Yes. She enjoys being courting. Mm-hmm. And as women, of course, I will say we don't take into account what that costs a man.
Yeah.
So me and her had the conversation because when she goes out, not only is she a hookah whore, she drinks and then eats.
$40.
Literally. So
she get the pineapple.
In her dating, she'll judge a guy based on what her dating experience is like. And I said, listen, and this is me literally talking to my friend, because I give advice too. I don't really know shit, but I check my friends when I know they're wrong.
Yeah.
And so I said, listen, if you're not dealing with a millionaire, I said, if you like hookah, eating, and drinks, on a minimum, that is say $200 for the night.
Right.
I said, for a person that you are seeing, as a woman, you may not be happy with seeing them once a week or even bi-weekly as far as dating. A lot of women love being courted and love going on dates. And I told her, I said, realistically, if you're going to talk to a man that works hard for his money and isn't in the streets or isn't a millionaire, I said you do have to be cognizant on the fact that $200 a week on just a date, and y'all may or may not be exclusive. Say you're not exclusive. Say you're not exclusive, and he wants to take someone else out on a date, or say he is exclusive to you dating right now, but now you want to go out on multiple dates a week. I said, to be realistic, a man does not have $400 to $600 a week.
He needed to get creative then.
See what I mean?
No, and I'm not talking about the money. I'm not talking about the money. I'm not saying get creative with the money. I'm saying,
but what if you're a woman is a hookah whore? I like hookah. I like drinks.
We'll go buy a hookah and then let's do it in the house.
Absolutely.
Like, because but you gotta set it up, or you gotta make me think. That's what I'm saying. Creative. Don't be like, don't let me know that you just trying to save your $200.
If you trying to save your $200, then that means I need to come in the crib and that shit look like Habibi.
Exactly.
Nah, Habibi.
Like you better put the blankets
it gotta look like Habibi's in LA.
Just so you know, Bridget is asking for a fog machine at this point.
I would like red lighting.
He better put the humidifier on.
I need
and
red
the
lights.
blankets.
I need a beaded curtain.
Get a red light bulb.
I need a beaded curtain.
Look what we up against.
Yes.
But look what we up against though. Like, fellas, I'm here and I want y'all to know, like, I'm not gonna just leave us out. Look at what we gotta do.
You gotta
she asked us to bring LA to New York.
That is what you have
My
to
apartment doesn't even allow fog machines.
Wait, it doesn't?
No.
Humidifier?
No, I'm good on that.
Oh.
But a whole hookah, I don't
You can
think
definitely
so.
have a hookah in your house.
You can have a hookah in your house.
I'm new to this.
It's fine.
I'm new to this.
Oh man, all
Anyways,
friends,
yeah.
all friends. How many of us have them? I would be upset though if my friend tried to out me.
Don't out me about me and my nigga
on the internet. Like,
but you know what also happens, because I'm the girl who talks about men and money all the time. So now
you are
my
the
friends.
M man is for money.
Yeah,
that is literally
exactly. So now my friends, and I hate this by the way, they feel the need to explain their man. Like if we go out and they're with their man and he doesn't pay, they're like, I think they get uncomfortable. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't expect your nigga to pay for me. Like, I don't care. But then
that's what she expected.
No, I know.
She expected.
Well, she did.
So you have to be fair. Like, I could understand why your friends feel that way.
But this also, in this situation, this also feels like she already don't like this guy. For whatever reason, she already don't like him. So she was just she's nitpicking. She's looking for a reason to trash him.
And look,
and that's why
he doesn't like her. So you gotta pay your
so maybe
$200.
that's why she knows he's dusty, because she know he don't fuck with her.
But real life,
she might be the dusty friend to him.
But real life,
true.
that
That's a good
24.58
point.
is you joining us in the bedroom, sis.
What?
I mean, I'm just saying, if my man picking up the bill, so is you coming
not
with
for
it?
$24.58.
Nah,
That's
for
what she complaining about. She ain't
You got to bust down for crab and artichoke?
I'll pay then. I'll pay my own shit.
I'll pay my own shit.
I'll pay for my friend.
But now you want to pull out the wallet.
You see what I mean?
Pull out the wallet.
I still want a mule. I still want that $5 mule. Anyway,
I want a $5 mule.
I just think there should be more respect when you talk to and about your friends' partners. I just think there should be some more respect where that's concerned.
No, but
Shout out to
I'm gonna be
Married to
honest with
Medicine.
you. It may not be this, but I promise you, I do tell friends like, what he doing?
Right. There's got to be something else.
Like,
this
can't
be the whole story. This can't be the whole story.
If it may not be this, but I do overstep sometimes because I still want to know. Like,
but I'll be honest with you, and this is to all the women listening. Like, Cutty, you sat here and talked about finances. A nigga could do all this as long as he bring a bag, and you deal with that. That is kind of
low key what you said.
That's how the niggas. That's how we translated that.
How that came across.
Said, hey,
as long
I got
as the
money.
nigga got a bag, he could do what he wants.
No, that's not what I said. I said if he cheated 3 months ago, I might forgive him. But if he hadn't,
that's what you said.
I know. I said I might forgive him. I said, but had he not done anything for me or spent any money in 3 months, he was getting the boot. That's what I said.
The moral of the story, we spent a lot of times on relationship. The moral of the story right here is, and we've talked about it maybe from day one, is the oversharing of your relationship with people, but also I wish the fuck any of my friends would say, well, what does he do for you since he not doing X, Y, Z?
Oh, I'm saying that.
And see, you better not, because he busting these walls down.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be like, and what else?
Oh dear.
And taking me out.
Okay,
and
but
he's there as emotional support.
Okay.
My love language
No, he just got
changed now
at
because
least
I have money. I'm not gonna lie. When I was broke, my love language was money and gift giving.
Right.
Now that I got my own money, my love language has changed. I want more than that, and I think that's really why I came to say maybe this woman was broke. When you're broke, you do want finances and gifts from men.
Absolutely.
And handouts.
And you're not. Yes, you're not broke.
No.
But you're a self-made person.
Nope, not broke.
And handouts.
I still want all of that.
Yeah.
No, because I have like this. Because I'm a generous person too, right? So I also. I'm gonna give, but I want you to give. But see, I have the 30% rule, right?
The 30% rule.
So it's like if he spends 1,000 on me, I'm gonna spend 300.
Like, so
if he spends
I got a question
300,
wait, so
I'm spend 100.
Because
you don't match him? Like
hell no. That's you know what? That's that fucking Kris Kringle ass shit. That's like you go and somebody be like, oh, we gonna do a Kris Kringle and the budget is $100. Well, if I'm gonna spend $100 on you and you gonna spend $100 on me, then what the fuck we buying each other a goddamn gift for?
it's the thought that.
I don't mean
so
match.
When does the thought count?
What thought?
Your $100 and my $100 could
God.
bring home two different things.
Wow.
So when does the thought not count?
Well, why you ain't just tell me what I needed? I don't want to go fucking have to think about what you need for $100.
You do. Sorry,
at that.
Savon,
I don't feel that way. So
and I only pay on birthdays and breakfast.
So where is the generosity, Cutty?
I took 30%.
30% is nothing. That's you don't even
Sometimes
you pay
it's
more in
zero.
taxes.
Wait, 30% is a lot.
You
I'm
pay
not gonna
more.
lie. Yeah, but if you had an agent that took 30%,
No.
that would be
You
a lot.
pay more in
Listen.
taxes.
My boyfriend for my birthday spent $10,000 on me. This year I spent $3,000. $3,000 is a lot of money.
This subtle flex is
No.
brought to you by.
No.
So then why can't
I bought him a Louis
spend
Vuitton-
$3,000 and that be okay?
And I'll buy him something for $1,000. I bought him a $3,300 Louis jacket.
Okay.
That's not a good gift?
Why does he? Why are you only spending 30% of what he's spending? Is my question.
Because that's the equation.
But why? No, but why? Like
She
why?
said
That's my question. Why?
mathematics.
I'm not saying because
No,
like,
that's in my mind. That's the relationship equation, how it's supposed to go. Like, and he has more money than me.
Oh, he has more money than you. See, that's different. That's very different.
That is what
if he has more money than you, then I understand.
But I wouldn't care because if I had, even if I had somebody who had less money than me, which I don't like, and that usually doesn't happen. But if they did, then he just got to get a second job because I still gonna want what I want.
This bitch said he needs a second job. Okay,
All right.
All right. Well, speaking of second job, I don't know if y'all go to church on Sundays. I don't know
What?
Would you consider yourself a gold digger?
Oh shit!
No.
Savon, here you come.
No,
with
I just wanted to ask. I really didn't know. Because I'm not there. I haven't reached that level in my finances.
That's 30%. That 30% rule to me is why niggas be wanting to cheat. Sis, I can cheat 30% of the time.
That's why
if you giving me 30% of what I'm buying you, I'm cheating 30% of the time.
But
that's how I would feel.
But it's still,
if a man told me like, yeah, I'm only give you 30%, I bet. So I'm getting 30% more pussy on this side. Then,
but he doesn't know that.
Okay.
I don't tell him I'm only spending 30%
well, hopefully
on him.
he doesn't make it into 2 hours in this podcast.
Yeah, I don't think he has that much attention span. But listen, to answer your question, how am I digging? How is it a gold digger?
I will say, just because a woman wants something from a man does not make her a gold digger.
I don't think that's gold digging.
That's why I asked.
I was more concerned about why the
gold digger would never
effort wasn't matched, like why the cost wasn't matched. Like I'm not even thinking about with gift giving. I'm not even thinking about cost. I'm thinking about some shit that he really wants or really want. Like because I'm not a big. I'm more into thoughtful gifts. I'd rather you get me something that I really fucking want as opposed to you spend. Like
wait, real quick, because. Scream Man, thank you for working over there. He pulled up gold digger, a person who forms relationships with others purely to extract money from them.
Right, see, no.
In particular, a woman who strives to marry a wealthy man. She's not a gold digger because she wants a partner that has money. She also reciprocates spending. So it's not like
birthdays
she's with
and breakfast and 30%. That's a lot.
Okay. That is a lot
actually.
for a woman.
It was an innocent question. And I
so you feel like
so
the 30% rule only applies to money though. It doesn't apply to like affection and time and anything else.
Oh
you
no,
you match efforts with everything else.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm like super clingy and like.
Okay.
Well, you're a woman.
And I'm doing
that is not. A lot of women are not clingy.
Yeah.
We're not. We have to move on.
Mandy,
We're gonna just
clingy.
keep. Mandy,
thank God for saying it.
I'm feeling like the dude this episode. Like maybe we didn't need Savon. Just somebody here. My dick is slanging.
There's just so many foot and mouth moments.
Dick is not enough for me.
Oh, okay.
It's like not.
No, dick is never enough. Okay. Speaking of foot, speaking of foot and mouth and things not being enough.
Oh, come on, Segu.
Come on, Segu.
Do you have the audio as well to play
Kirk
for this?
Franklin, yes. Kirk Franklin. We gotta talk about my brother in Christ. My brother in Christ, not your brother in
Christ.
Decided.
Well, he's my brother too because he had a song called "Pretty Pussy" that came out one time.
What? Kirk Franklin?
No, he's really fly. It's because he looked like Plies.
He looks like Plies.
Plies' twin brother.
I'm like, he did?
I wouldn't have been surprised.
Miss Pretty
Kirk Franklin used to be into that kind of
Pussy.
stuff. He had some things he had to work
He
through.
He did.
So if he had a song that was named Pretty Pussy, I wouldn't have been surprised.
You wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe he was just exploring his other artistic side.
Oh dear.
That is implied.
All right. So anyway, Kirk Franklin over the weekend, his son is an op and did some trifling ass shit.
Not the son is the op.
His son is the ops and did some trifling shit and recorded audio of an argument that they had.
Yeah, don't do that ever.
And his
I've done that before.
And his son, whatever the context was of the argument, his son recorded. There was audio that I'm going to play in a second of Kirk Franklin really just blacking out, cursing his son out, who, by the way, is a 33-year-old man.
Thank you for the.
I'd like
for the
to point that
context.
out because the way that this conversation is going is between two grown men, and it's not as if he's scolding and demeaning a child. So I'm gonna play this audio
let's see
real
what
quick.
this sounds. Not you quit therapy.
Well,
Not. He wanted to record this.
yeah. This isn't really
Wait,
even the
yeah,
original.
that's not it.
You
It's
didn't
not
play
the original audio.
of the bitch nigga fuck nigga.
That's the one I thought I had. Hold
Go to-
on, because now I gotta find the other one. Hold on.
It might be on like one of the blogs.
It's on Twitter.
Kirk
I gotta
probably
find
got that
Twitter.
taken down in the name of Jesus.
Not in the
have.
name
Probably
of
can't-
Jesus.
You can probably get it
may
on.
not be able to
Here we
find it.
go.
Here we go.
I thought this was it.
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh.
I mean, this is clearly the person that wrote Stomp. I mean, clearly.
He's speaking tongues.
So right. Basically, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I definitely do want to say that it's unfortunate that parenting has taken on such a different definition and meaning and different role than what we are used to generationally. And it's sad to me that now we're in a place where adults and private conversations are not sacred. Nothing is sacred between parents and kids. Do you want a revolution?
You got to go ahead.
Yeah, it's sad that this has come up. But I will say that my mother talked to me even crazier than that as a kid. So I don't know what the fuck this shit
light.
is. This was light.
I'm not gonna lie.
Light.
I know that he's getting a lot of. I mean, we're in a place of cancel culture,
Which is dumb.
But a parent saying, "I'm gonna stick my foot so far up your ass." That was a weekly sentiment in my household.
I mean, and
I
here's the
have
thing.
a white mother.
Well,
And-
what needs to be discipline should be normalized, and also understanding the respect factor as adults. The respect for your elders still exists, and I feel like obviously this led.
I disagree there. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
I don't have respect for my elders. I have respect for people who respect me, and I feel like even
but your respect for. When I say respect for elders, I'm talking. It doesn't have to be people that. I'm not telling you to respect people that disrespect you.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, in general, if there's somebody that's older, you're raised to have a certain level of reverence until they disrespect you. That's why I say the respect for elders is there. That's always how I was raised.
I will say, even though in this, and I love that you preface by saying he's a 33-year-old man, because that's the thing. Yes, we still have the relationships and respect that we should hold for our parents. However, I'll be honest in saying, as soon as I started paying my own bills, which was high school, honestly, I believe that as far as not teaching, talking to a person as an adult and being an adult, you look at people as an adult. Mm-hmm. So how I view my parents, how I view my aunts and uncles, how I view even my siblings changed as an adult because I started viewing them as people, not as family members that because we have the same blood, I just have to, you automatically get this respect out of me.
No. I don't agree with that. What I'm saying is as a person, I'm 34, about to be 35. Mm-hmm. There is a natural reverence and acknowledgement of someone who's older than me just off rip. I'm going to be a respectful person because as an adult, the older I get, the more it's a reflection of my character and not a reflection of me being a child. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So like to me, I'm not saying that that you need to be respectful of everybody, but if I'm sitting on a bus or a train and an old person gets on the bus or the train, I'm going to give my seat to them because that's a respect thing. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I'm not saying an old person gets to your face like, bitch, get the fuck, and you're supposed to be like, okay, nah.
This situation has happened to me in my family, and I did record the conversation as well because I
don't like that.
No, I sent it to my therapist because I think that I wanted her to see for herself how the person spoke to me without being able to relay it, and then they're like, because we could say, and then she said, and then he said, right. And whatever. So I did that so I could have the therapist help me with the situation. Now, I didn't put it on social media or anything, but I did do that in my adult life. And I do feel like I just needed to know that I had handled the situation in the right way. Like, I wanted it to be on record, like that what my stance was and what their stance was and what they were saying to me and what I wasn't saying back to them, and not because I was recording it, but because that's just how it always goes. Right. And I just wanted an example of how it goes. Like, even though I'm being this way.
I'll be honest with you, Cutty. And to me, that's still an unfair. First off, that conversation
with your therapist, I think is okay.
This is where I feel like even that's not a realistic way or approach because there's already layers of issues stemmed before that conversation happened. Mm-hmm. Secondly, you were aware that you were recording it, but the other person was not. So the way in which you naturally responded may have been a little different because you were recording it. And so it's still to me something that when your therapist listens to it, sure, they're getting a response from this other person, but it's unfair and it still holds a bias because you were aware that you were recording it. So
not necessarily
the way in
because
which you were responding was still probably a way that was knowing that you were recording.
No, because what I was going to do with the recording was not premeditated. Like, I didn't know that that's what I was going to do with the recording.
Okay.
Like, it was, this is happening. This always happens like this. Mm-hmm. I'm telling people, like, this person is always handling me like this, always talking to me like this, and there's no evidence that they're doing this. That when it's time for me to say, well, you said this to me, you said this to me, this is how you said it, this is what you did. And they're like, no, I didn't. It was really for me to have evidence for that person, right? But then later on, I was like, you know what? I was so hurt by the conversation. I just wanted a different opinion on how, like the whole situation that I did send it to my therapist. But I didn't go into it saying like, oh, I got you, I'm gonna record you. It was like halfway, I want to say halfway through, but once I realized that the conversation was going how it normally does, I was like, nah, because in my mind, I definitely said to myself, if she ever says that this is never, this didn't happen like this. Same thing with the Kirk.
Scream Man, where's Kirk Franklin from?
And while he pulls that up, just to speak to it, because when y'all started the conversation, y'all was like, hey, this was just another Tuesday, and how I was brought up, and I don't really take offense to it. Not saying it was in an abusive environment.
Oh, he's from Texas.
But speaking
from the South, that makes sense.
Carry-ons, because I'm a preacher's kid. I grew up in the church. My people knew me as Reverend Slater's grandson, Minister Slater's son. My mother and my stepfather actually met in the church. He was a minister of music. My mother was in the choir. So when you got these people who are so respected in the Christian space, it's almost like in the public,
you can't do
anything wrong
or bad.
And so for me, on a much smaller scale, because it was local church, whatever, it was in New York. It's not but Kirk Franklin. So he probably felt like this is the only way that I can get people to see that this nigga is human.
Right.
Like, he ain't the person. Everybody goes to him in the culture when the world is fucked up and when we need healing and when we need prayer. Right. The culture goes to Kirk Franklin. I am the black sheep of this family, and this is not the man that y'all always see.
But that is a problem with me, and I sit here on this pod and y'all get on me about not believing in science. Guess what else I don't believe in? Religion.
Okay.
And
but we're not going to dive down that.
We don't have to go there, but the idea, but I say that to say, the idea that this is his son's way of making him human, the idea that Kirk Franklin was looked at as non-human or prophet or a person that doesn't make mistakes or
just pure.
Or isn't a father.
It doesn't have to be a spiritual thing. It's just
pure.
It's just
he's a father. He probably feels disrespected because the same, yes, Kirk Franklin said awful shit.
But you know why this is news?
But the fact that he responded and was like, nigga, I wish you would. Fuck you.
But do you know why this is news,
the fact that he could talk to his dad like that. Because it's the church shit.
Because he's not a rapper. He's not from the hip hop. He's not a street. He's not that guy. This is news because he's a pastor.
Right. Yeah.
We're not
the gospel. It's not so much the religion.
We're not expecting that rhetoric from him. We're not expecting him to be that upset.
He called him a bitch ass nigga.
But
like, think about
he said yo bitch ass.
But also think about a man of God, and it might be harder because it's not something that's familiar necessarily to humanity because it is.
I mean, I grew up in missions. I grew up in missionaries. I had to recite Bible chapters every week. I grew up in the church, but also my pastor, when I was really in school, also went through divorce. So I saw for a huge aspect of the time, my pastor at the time being human, but also everyone in this fucking church, hypocrites. I was going into church after club until 4 a.m. the morning before.
But magnify that by 1,000,000.
Right. And also,
because of Kirk Franklin.
And also it's tough because, again, the only people that can bring you out of your character like that is your family. You know what I'm saying? The only people that can trigger you to get you there is your family. And that's not to say that it's okay, but it's also, I mean, you witnessed it last weekend. I had an altercation and an exchange with a blood relative of mine that I don't even really have a relationship with. He's wanted to build a relationship over the course of years, but because I don't trust anybody on that side of the family, I've been hesitant a little bit, right? And apprehensive.
But he felt entitled because y'all have that family.
And he felt entitled because we're blood relatives.
Your family.
And came at me like, what you mean? Like, I'm the only one that vouched for you when your dad died, and I'm the only one. So that entitles you to, you don't know anything about me.
Yeah.
You don't know me actually at all. But because we're blood related, you feel entitled, number one, to talk to me crazy. To the point where my friends at this restaurant were like, are we good? What's up? What's the problem? Everybody was ready to fight. And I'm like, nope, this is fine. We're good here. Everything's fine. And then later on, similar situation. I got a text. Nobody wanted to get too involved because it's a family situation. I get a text message literally saying the nastiest and meanest of things possible.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And so I screenshot it because I'm like, I need to send this to my therapist. And I was like, she needs to understand. She needs to, because the last messages that came in prior to that message were like, you know, I feel like I'm making more of an effort here, but nonetheless, like, I hope you're good. I hope everything is cool, and I love you. And he hadn't gotten a reply because I was at a funeral when he had sent it to me. That's why he didn't get a reply.
And then he went off.
And so when he saw me, I was like, you don't know what's going on over here. I know we're family, but you didn't even, you don't know what happened and why we've gotten to this place. He doesn't care because in his mind, he's just hurt.
Entitlement, but also of being a family member.
Because you're a family member and without really knowing me, you flying off the handle, but you don't have any context, nor do you actually have the rapport with me to be able to do this and think you can come back from it.
And then imagine how this kid feels. He probably feels like the reason I'm able to afford therapy is because of my father, who was Kirk Franklin.
Correct.
But look,
the therapist's best interest is probably in Kirk, not me. But they said they went to therapy and that wasn't a solution for him. So maybe this is his only out, and I don't know.
But also, when Kirk Franklin apologized, he apologized to the people.
Yeah, not
to
his kid.
And that you say things without saying things. And that's
he apologized.
That's one of the first things that
he apologized.
He
apologized to his congregation.
Exactly,
not to all the people
without saying things. So what did he say in that? Oh, it's still fuck my son.
Right,
possibly.
He's not mad that he got. It's like when niggas cheat. You're not mad at the action. You're mad you got caught.
Yeah.
The congregation,
you got caught.
I hate Mandy.
Anyway,
oh man, we need to get into our freshly
If we're
squeezed.
gonna get into vocals, come on, give it to us, baby.
We gotta get into our freshly squeezed. Yeah, we do that every week.
Yeah, I
have to.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
I'm really gonna be the ad-lib queen at this point. So this week we're not gonna spend a lot of time in Freshly Squeezed this week because this is the relationship pod.
This is definitely the relationship pod today.
From relationships with men to relationships with family to relationships with you, your skin color, your race. I mean, this has been the building of communication and relationships.
Yes.
This week, I'm not gonna lie. I know y'all are always expecting me to drop in with the newest hip hop
and R&B flavor.
Well, no,
No.
Bridget brings in the R&B flavor.
I usually have the R&B flavor. I do.
I guess we'll start with that because what I got is R&B. So you have hip hop though today, right? Essentially.
Yeah.
So we'll bring it in.
I think
with you.
I don't know.
You want to start with
Yeah,
it?
because
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. Bridget has a really good one that I'm not familiar with, but I just know it's good.
He's yes, I know. Mandy's always like, what was the name of that artist you played on Freshly Squeezed? No, so first of all, I do want to shout him out because he is a co-owner of one of my favorite restaurants called The Cabin in the Lower East Side. My boy Kenny Hamilton. Okay. This is his artist. His name is Dixon, and his music was actually playing in the restaurant over the weekend. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. This is so dope. And I've been in a really old, like a nostalgic music kick lately because of Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. Leave the Door Open vibe.
Lately.
Nostalgic.
Since the beginning of this podcast.
I'm usually emo. I'm not always nostalgic.
Okay.
I'm always emo, not always nostalgic. This is very...
Scream Man, what's the definition of nostalgic? I mean, you're just using these big old words. Bridget be coming in here with the words and I be like, ooh, you so smart, girl.
Nostalgic. What does nostalgic mean?
Yeah, because how does it... Here we go.
He remained nostalgic about the good old days.
By exhibiting feelings of nostalgia. Okay.
A longing for or thinking fondly of a past time or condition.
Yes. Okay.
So Bruno and Anderson .Paak are giving me nostalgia.
They're giving you 70s.
They're giving me 70s. Bruno, before with 24 Karat Magic, was giving me 90s. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
this is actually giving me Prince vibes.
Okay.
This artist's name is Dixon. And the song that I'm going to play is called Heaven With You. And it's just a good... To me, it's the perfect way to usher in the warmer weather,
that's a whole nother
the
conversation.
Outside. I know it's not warm today. It's fucked up.
Look at me.
Back to cold. New York loves to do that. New York loves to be like, hey, in the 60s, almost 70 degrees, and then Monday morning, bitch, you thought.
A bitch was really ready to bring out the summer dresses.
Sure was.
Have the ass shaking.
I'm
ready for hot girl summer. That's what I think of with nice weather. And she's like,
sure was.
These are her hot girl summer vibes. Let's play
so
it.
this is Dixon.
Come on.
Heaven With You.
I can't wait to hang out with you in the summer.
Oh my God. I'm a nicer person in the summer, I promise.
Oh, I am too. Okay, now I hear it. Oh, this is, come on.
Damn, this shit is hard.
I like it.
Oh my
right?
God.
The project is called Darling.
Mandy's smiling.
This is giving me. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. This is brunch. I can feel this
I like
in the
this.
background of brunch.
Yes.
Which you have to take me to this cabin place.
I know.
We're gonna go. I've been waiting to go.
I know. We
You
didn't
wanna
go
go with my mom.
Yes.
Let's
Miss
go
Tammy.
with my
When
mom.
Miss Tammy's here, we'll
Come
go.
on, Miss Tammy. You met my mama, right, Cutty? I feel like you met my mama. Yeah, she gonna be drunk. This is drunk vibes. This is brunch vibes.
Yes. I like it.
Joe, if you take this for your fucking sleeper, we gonna fight.
Joe out.
Yeah, this is definitely Joe's vibe.
This is Joe's vibe. Joe takes all her music.
Joe takes all of my music. Van Jess, they were like, oh my God, thanks, Joe Budden. I was like,
no, Bridget said, give me my motherfucking credit, bitch.
right. So yeah, this is Dixon.
I like that.
I like it.
It's spelled Dixson. He's great. Shout out to him. Shout out to Kenny Hamilton for discovering raw, incredible talent.
I like that. We had.
I'm gonna add it to my.
Yeah, no, this is what Bridget does. Is it makes me add music every day.
Yes, I like it.
She does.
And Savon liked it too, so I feel like I won. I feel like I won.
I
feel like I won
that's
here.
kind of fun. So I did want to give a shout out. I wanted to have the conversation about fuckboys, but we spent so much on relationships for not.
Damn.
So Blast and Russ have a song out. Shout out. Maul put me on to that, and then I heard it on the pod, and I was like, fuck. We can't do a whole goddamn segment like the JBP, because we really like to sit here and let y'all know we are real content creators, and we don't have to recycle conversations.
That's very true. They are.
We are, we started. That's why if y'all hear that friends in business conversation on JBP next week, come and check us out.
Claim that shit.
You know what I mean? So I did want to shout that out because that was new music that I really enjoyed. Also, I really do like Brent Faiyaz and Giveon, which also dropped some new stuff. Look, all right, girl.
What?
I know it's not in the 90s. I'm sorry.
I only know 90s.
Y'all, this was a whole heart attack for her to find new music because Cutty was like,
Cutty's not a fan of music.
So wait,
apparently.
we can't play 90s music? Like, girl, no.
She was like, oh, and you got to bring a new song. You got to pick a new song. I'm like, who, me?
How new?
I'm like, I'm the guest. I thought it was y'all shit.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not the only one that's nostalgic then. Shit.
Well, so I did want to shout out Brent Faiyaz and Giveon. I really love them. Brent Faiyaz has Show You Off. That's his new one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's super slow, though, and y'all know I still like a little bop. But
I'm surprised this was not.
I'm not gonna play this. I actually want to play it because I don't
want to shout you out, but I'm not gonna play your shit. If that's not the most radio station DJ shit to say, I'm gonna shout you out, but I'm not gonna play your shit on here.
Okay, I will. I have Show You Off actually right here. So I will. I'll play Brent Faiyaz. I did want to then shout out to Janae Aiko, who her album had her 10-year anniversary, and she redropped it with bonus records on it.
Oh.
And so there were a few records on there. There was like Something in the Living Room. That's the song I was going to play, but now I'm playing Brent Faiyaz. But Living Room Flow is one of her bonuses. And then, those 3 2 Mirrors, 2 Seconds, Snapped. And then something about Stranger. Scroll up.
Snapped is good, yeah.
Stranger. There we go. Stranger is also one of the top played. My favorite song from this, of course, is Ho.
That's funny.
With Miguel. But I guess I will play. So this is Show You Off by Brent Faiyaz. And I just need you to know as well, when you are with me, you 100% need to show me off. So you need to show me off to your friends. You need to show me off to your coworkers. And you need to love that you are with me, baby.
What the hell?
You don't like being showed off?
I don't care.
I do.
You don't care?
No, she just want to make sure the bills are paid.
Just pay my bills.
Make sure the money shows up. You don't have to show off nothing.
I also like this because Brent Faiyaz makes really good music for fuck niggas.
The video's
so
great.
I really love that he's showing off his woman. The melanin is in there.
It's beautiful black women in this video. Yeah.
It's a nice video.
It's really good. It's really good.
She looking like, can we go home?
Right. In church.
That's how I be at church. But you said we was gonna be out of here 30 minutes ago.
That's how I be. That's how I be at the bar with you. You said we was gonna leave 30 minutes ago.
Oh no, bitch! I keep all my friends out till 4 a.m. But this is Brent Faiyaz, y'all. Can we get him on our Patreon thing that we're planning to do, Bridget?
Yes.
We got to get him on that. Y'all, Patreon coming soon, in a couple months. But
yeah,
Bridget has really great ideas, and I would love him for what we're planning.
What we're thinking, yes.
So that's Brent Faiyaz, y'all. Also, like I said, Giveon got some new shit out. Janae Aiko, there was not really hip hop that I liked. I'm not gonna lie. Gwen Stefani dropped something, and I really wanted to like it. It wasn't for me.
I didn't know.
I be wanting to like.
I love Gwen Stefani.
I don't know shit.
You know
There's a lot of shit that I look at that I'm like.
Can I be honest? It's because if we really go back to who, I mean, of course, how I was introduced was Gwen Stefani was like her. No doubt. But my whole almost closet at one point.
Oh no.
Was built around Gwen Stefani and Eve. This song and
what? Honestly, she said closet, right?
My closet. This is how I dressed
This
no,
was a
you're
vibe.
on the wrong video.
All I think of when I think
this is
of
the same
Gwen
time.
is
no,
This is
yeah,
the same
Animal
time,
Print.
though.
As
The
his face
airbrush,
screwed up like you hadn't had-
wife beaters.
The fact that, do you know, someone really asked me, you don't have paw print tattoos?
I wanted paw print tattoos. I wanted them. I'm not gonna hold you. I really wanted them.
No, I know. I mean, I have a
It's
gun.
on brand.
I have a gun on my waist.
Got you.
And thank God I didn't put the cupcake on my ass that at one point I was going to get.
I got a butterfly.
Okay,
I have
you are
4
one
butterflies.
of those.
I'm one of those.
You are one of those.
But it was a cover up.
That's the Leo.
I have
4.
That's
I'm
the
an
Leo
Aries.
energy.
I'm an
I have
Aries.
butterflies
I'm
on
an
me.
Aries. But butterflies.
But the way that Gwen Stefani did this shit with Eve, and even how she did the whole little chola thing at one point
what
too.
is
which
this?
was
Well, she's
cultural
from Cali. She's from California, so that's culturally that's a West Coast thing with the.
But I loved
the
everything
old gothic
about, I loved
lettering.
everything about her.
Yeah.
She did drop
She
something.
was giving pinup girl. I love Gwen.
She was.
I love Gwen.
She just dropped something. If you guys want to listen to it, it's called Slow Clap.
Oh.
And that's her
And
new.
It's not great. It's not great.
Hold
All
on.
right. Well, we can.
wanna-
It's
hold on.
okay. Your face said it wasn't
you wanna
great.
kinda
It sounded like there was
hear?
a slow clap. So
Yeah.
we'll carry on.
Slow.
We'll carry on.
Okay.
We'll carry on.
I tried. Okay, so I'm gonna pass the aux. We're gonna get Cutty into
Pass
her.
the
Because she
Cutty, I'm
actually
hyped
just-
for your new. I'm hyped for your play.
Look,
I'm hyped
You were ready.
because you said you found a new song, so I'm
I
impressed.
did.
She said
I mean,
it was not made in '96.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how new it is. I think it's new. It says March 12th.
Okay,
but
you
I
guys
just
knew.
no, but I don't know if
2021.
Yeah, but this is
Okay,
the
good.
album, so I don't know if the song was
Maybe it's
already
crazy.
released like
Okay.
before.
I mean, March
All right.
12th, maybe.
No, you know how like they drop a single and then the album comes.
Yes.
The album is on March 12th.
Well, look at you
I don't
putting
know.
us on the music
I don't know
and
if
how
this
the
is
music
out
industry
already.
works.
I hope.
She's like, this is the album release date, but
I
I don't
hope
know
right.
if this album track was prior to as a part of a marketing rollout plan.
I swear to God. But I did like this song.
Okay.
It is from Chica.
Yeah,
we love Chica.
I do like Chica. I'm not gonna lie.
And I
She's
chose,
one of my favorite
And
people
she
on
was
Twitter.
dressed super dope too.
Yeah.
At the
Shout out,
Grammys.
yeah, shout out to Icon.
This
Yes.
one is called
Icon
Little
Tips.
flex. You would know who dressed her.
Mr. Billingsley.
She be knowing all the randoms.
Mr. Billingsley. Yes.
This one is called FWB, so I guess I gather it's Friends with Benefits.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Which I don't really believe in.
I don't believe in that shit either.
I mean,
That's a vibe.
I don't like the benefits.
Play the song and then we go.
I mean, I don't like the
I'm with
Friends
Savon
part.
on that.
Like what?
I like
y'all like-
bays
I
with
love it.
benefits.
Not bays with benefits.
Yeah.
That's a false.
Girl,
Oh,
you
like to be
expensive.
lied
You too
to.
expensive.
You like to be lied
No,
to.
but I don't want to act like I'm fucking my friends.
Oh, you know what? That's fair.
Same.
Yeah, I don't
Same.
fuck my friends. Oh,
Me
wait.
neither. I say that all the
Are
time.
we listening to
Yeah,
something?
press
Yes,
play.
we can turn the music up.
There we
Oh.
go. Turn it up. There we go.
Oh. Joe gonna steal this too.
Oh, this gonna be stolen.
And then I'm going to pay.
Birthdays and breakfast.
This is hard.
This goes.
This is hard.
She did this.
Yep. So y'all go
Oh, yeah,
listen to
I'm
that.
downloading that right
You
now.
know what's crazy though? In that conversation with Friends with Benefits, the problem is there is no benefits for us as women.
What?
Dick.
No, that's why you got
Dick.
to.
Dick is
Dick.
the benefit.
No, that's why they
That
got to
is it.
pay.
Yeah, but that's a
That's a
trick.
benefit.
That's a trick.
No, that's a
Yeah.
benefit.
That's a trick.
It's a benefit.
That's a trick. That's
Yeah,
not
that
way
is a
to
trick.
look.
That is
It's a
trick.
benefit.
The benefit is dick.
The benefit is dick.
No,
and that's where,
for sure.
No, and I say that because
Just because you my friend don't mean your dick is good.
But
Oh.
so why you fucking? So we shouldn't be fucking.
That's what I'm
then.
saying.
If we're friends with benefits, we shouldn't be fucking unless it's just a sexual.
So I'll be
exchange.
honest, that's the problem with we have this category of friends with benefits, and I've noticed it. This is from even me having the conversations with my partner now, who felt like the bar was low for him. But it's bitch, it's because I had these friends with benefits situations when in real life, what you get out of friends is nothing what you get out of these friends with benefits relationships. Like, I feel like you get the dick, but as a friends with benefits relationship, as a woman, that person oftentimes you can't count on to be there when you really need them.
That's true.
9 times out of 10, that person isn't there to make your life easier than what it really is. There's no benefit.
I think the benefit is when it's over, y'all could still feasibly be cool without it being animosity. I've always thought
that's the benefit?
that.
I swear to God, I thought friends with benefit.
I think that's a benefit.
Yeah, that's
like
a benefit
if there
for
was
sure.
if we were cool and we crossed the line and shit got a little funny style, it got a little murky, and we were like, you know what, this was a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not to say that we won't be friends. We'll go on being close friends. We'll never go back to being what we were, but it just means that, okay, cool. It doesn't have to be messy because we're friends. I know you know me. We can dub this and we can keep it pushing, and there's no beef, there's no nothing, and
I can't fuck my friends.
Life goes on, there's no drama.
That's me. I'm not fucking my friends.
No drama.
Number one, I don't want to have friends with benefits. My friends treat me so nicely without fucking them.
But also men treat you better.
You can
fuck them.
Hold on. You can only be fucking somebody and them still treat you well.
No, yeah, for sure.
Somebody that you're getting dick from doesn't have to treat you badly.
That's fine.
I can't only get dick from people.
But
that's my point.
I used to only get dick from
I can't
people.
only get dick from anybody.
But that's what I'm saying. As a friend, once the dick is there, like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, niggas don't be trying as hard to be really there because they dropping the dick off.
See, but this is the thing.
That might have never been your friend.
But
that part.
But because I've definitely
that might have never been your friend.
Have I fucked somebody without getting anything besides sex from them? Yes, but not consistently. Like after like the second or third time we have sex and I realize this is all I'm getting, I'm like, oh fuck no, and I'm like throwing it back in the water. I don't even care if the dick is good.
But you did that for 7 years, like
no, if the dick, because after like a couple orgasms, I'd be like, why you never take me out?
But you know what? Because
Jesus.
I was also a person that was getting flown out, was getting dates, was getting all of the attention from men, but a bitch wasn't getting orgasms. So if I find someone that does please me, to me, engaging in sex, I want to feel fulfilled.
No, he still got to do it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but I guess that's where I was just like, as a woman, you could sit here and be having sex with someone, or you could be dating someone, but to me, there was an importance in if I'm laying with you, if I'm having sex with you, I want to come. And I just had so many failed attempts at coming. I didn't want to have sex with anyone else unless I knew I was going to come. And so I was dating, but he was the person I went to get that release.
But I almost always come because I know how to come. So I don't. So that's why I don't. So that's why I never have.
I need an emotional connection to do it at this
I think
point.
friends with benefits is just comfort. It's
no.
I'm comfortable with having sex with you.
It is.
Like, I don't think it's the friend word. We're not really friends.
We're not really friends.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what I'm getting hung up on.
Friend,
There's an understanding. That's why it's like.
But if there's an understanding of, hey,
to me, the casual sex that comes and goes just as quickly and easily, and there's no drama, is a friend with the benefit situation.
Yeah, we're comfortable with each other.
Because we're comfortable and you respect me, I respect you.
Exactly.
If I run into somebody that's like, it's an old body, to me that was a friends with benefit situation. Because I'm not uncomfortable, you're not uncomfortable. It was long ago. Nobody cares no more.
Drama.
There was no drama.
Yeah.
We're not friends for real. But there's no. It was just a moment in time. The moment passed, and it's like, hey, what's up? All right, keep it pushing.
I hate that you trigger me with these types of songs.
I can't call it.
Damn, freshly squeezed out here making me feel some type of way about my past decisions. Yeah. By the way, fuck you, Scream Man. Fuck you, Alex. I got your 20 after this.
Mandy made a really unrealistic bet with Alex that we would keep this pod less than 2 hours, and then it was less than 2:15.
2:15, and now we're over 2:15.
Mandy, I have to thank you.
He just Googled the face of face with laughing with tears. That's what we're looking
Mandy,
at.
I have to thank you. That money is definitely going into the need to know budget. So Alex, please make sure you throw that.
Not the need to know
budget. We got some studio time to pay for my boy. Good bet.
Not the need to know budget. I did also. We're gonna get out of here. I'm super glad that you brought that freshly squeezed. No, we are over. Did y'all still want to do that last topic?
What was that?
Married at First Sight. How
about we just talk about it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Talk about it.
And that's how we'll get out before.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got the aux.
Yes, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you.
So y'all know every week we normally talk about what we're watching on TV. There's not much new that we've really watched. We'll dive into that maybe next week.
But make sure you watch Snowfall.
Okay. Yes. All right. And they're not paying us for that ad, but
they're not. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm getting paid
Dixon.
with entertainment every Wednesday.
Sorry, but
getting
I really
paid with
love
good
Snowfall.
adrenaline and entertainment every Wednesday.
So I wanted to bring it in. Y'all know I love the filth that comes with reality TV. And
I'm
one of the shows
triggered very painfully.
One of the shows that I'm currently watching that I thought brought up a good conversation before we get out of here. I've been watching Married at First Sight. And one of the couples, if you guys literally just look up the hashtag, Chris and Paige is the only couple to pay attention to. But I wanted to bring it up because Chris got married at first sight with this woman that he was not physically attracted to. Mm-hmm. On the night of their wedding, he had sex with her that night, also had sex with her again in the morning, and then went for breakfast and disappeared. When he came back, he said he was battling with the fact that he still was not physically attracted to this woman.
But did it feel good? Did he say that?
No, he was just confused because he thought that sex would bring them closer in a way that clearly didn't happen.
Right.
Nope.
So he said, I thought that from having sex with you, I would become attracted to you. And he said, I realized, no, bitch, it didn't happen. Apparently with you, but that's where I'm confused. And so that's the conversation I wanted to have because she was really befuddled and she even brought it to his parents and his friends as far as she was confused that I didn't know that people had sex with people that they were not attracted to. And in the conversations that I've had, as much as y'all have heard me live, I'm shallow. I've had sex with people that were only attractive and nothing else. I didn't even want to hear them speak. And so with this,
but that's still attracted to them.
Imagine if I said that.
No, she said physically.
Wait, what do you mean?
Just a guy in general saying that.
A lot of
they don't have to say it. They
very
think it.
pretty and have nothing else to them.
True, but we can't say it.
Y'all wife them. That's the difference.
No, you can definitely say that.
Y'all can say that as men.
Y'all can say that.
Y'all don't have to say it. Y'all do
won't.
that.
Y'all do
I
that.
won't. I'll let you say it.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask everyone before we get out of here, have y'all ever had sex with someone that you weren't sexually or physically attracted to? Okay, girl, let me finish this. Because, look, no.
Nah.
Me neither.
Nah.
Absolutely not.
I always joke and I always be like, all right, you not first sight pretty, you get to know you pretty. Like, if I know, if there's people who they're ugly as shit,
not ugly,
but you get to know them in a certain way, and then you find out that they dope as shit.
You fucking ugly
and then
as shit.
And then you want to fuck with them, like, and then they got some swag.
There is never an instance where anybody who is dope as shit trumps being ugly as shit.
No. Dope as shit trumps
not
cute as shit.
Okay, you being dope as shit means now we're friends. It doesn't mean you get this pussy.
You
now.
being dope as shit means we gonna hang out and I'm gonna introduce you to somebody.
No. Because cute as shit could be whack as shit.
But you can still get fucked if you whack as shit and you're cute as shit.
But the dick could be whack. There could be dope ass sex on somebody who's ugly.
I'm willing to find out. If you're fine, I'm willing to find out if the dick is whack.
But sometimes people swag, they may not be cute, but sometimes their swag just like takes your panties off.
Swag is never removed near a thumb.
Fucking humor could get my panties off. Like if you freaking make me laugh too
But if
much.
you're ugly as shit.
It's a lot of funny broke men out here. Don't do that.
Hey guys,
it's a lot of funny broke men.
Y'all joined us this week with Rosa Acosta. Thank you, Rosa, for joining us today.
Rosa. First of all, shout out to Rosa Acosta because
we had dinner with her and that conversation.
My bitch really
likes ugly niggas in real life.
She was like, "No, if he's ugly, just send him to me. If he has a dad bod, yes."
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Wait, what?" She was like, "Yeah, all I need to know. Lift your shirt up. Let me see the dad bod."
I don't care too much about the body either.
Sis.
So I'm not big on the body. What do you care about that
Money.
they pay?
Money.
No.
And swag.
30%.
And the only way to be swaggy is if you have money.
No, but this is the thing. I care about sex. If the sex is good, like I don't care if you're cute. I care if you have good sex.
So, but you're willing to let an ugly nigga try? Because to me, it's 50-50
I'm not
whether
fucking
you're gonna
nobody
come or
ugly.
not.
I'm not fucking nobody ugly.
No, I'm always gonna come.
Even with an ugly guy?
Yeah.
No.
Even if it's not like...
An ugly guy could have a pretty dick.
Okay, yeah, but guess what? For that, you may as well masturbate, sis. You don't have to give it up to the ugly
Say
guy
Vaughn.
at all.
But what's so wrong with the ugly shit?
If the pussy is bad and and the face is pretty, are you going back? If the pussy is bad.
If it's bad and the face is pretty, I'll go back.
So if the pussy is great and the face is not that great, you gonna go back or you just not gonna tell nobody you going back?
I wouldn't know if the pussy was great.
What?
Because I wouldn't get there if she's ugly.
I wouldn't get there if she's ugly.
I couldn't even get there if she's ugly.
But you would go back to bad box even with a pretty face?
Look at a man being
I'm being honest. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
And I'm not the only guy that would do that.
Yeah, but I'm shallow.
But that's also very shallow too. That's an ego stroke. To me, it's at this point in my life, abs equal entitlement. If you have abs, you feel entitled to things as a man that you're not entitled to.
I just don't want no hips and no ass. That's it.
No, I can't have hips and ass.
If a guy has hips and ass, like that might be my and a big black toe. Oh, that's my thing. Like I can't do that now. See, like
a big black toe.
Yeah, there's like the toenail.
Athletes, a lot of athletes have that.
Yeah,
that's fine. You could
I have some deal breakers.
Fuck me with your Nike socks on, bro. I don't care. I don't care about your black toe. Fuck me with socks on.
No.
As long as you fine, let me count your abs. You're beautiful.
Nah, the abs is too hard. Like you ever have a like nap time, laying on the belly is so good to me. Squishy and
no, you just
nap time on a squishy belly is great.
You use your hand on top of
No, that's like laying on an ice tray.
I like an ice tray.
It's like an ice tray. I'll pass. I like a little squishy.
Wait, so who? Okay, so everybody only want to fuck. Pretty people. So
pretty privilege. Yes, it exists.
Well, I don't know. And you know what? I don't remember. Like I fucked ugly guys, but they weren't like my full-time boyfriend. You know, like there's like in between people.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
level
like
of standards.
What like
funny money?
Like your
she like
your
funny
actual
and money.
funny and money.
Funny money. Yes, I got it. She like funny and
I need
money.
you to make me laugh, and you need money.
I mean, no, being able to make me laugh is definitely necessary. You got to be able to make me laugh. You can't make me laugh. We can't. It's not gonna work.
But I'm not fucking whack dick.
There's a comedy section in Netflix. I will laugh there. I don't need my man to be like a comedian.
You got to be cute though. You got to be cute.
Some ugly guys really know how to have sex and eat pussy like mad good.
That's all they got.
Great.
All they got.
Well, and no, that's not all they got. They still gotta pay.
Funny money.
I have never found consistently a man that is all the way fine,
right,
with all of the money,
exactly,
and also incredibly funny, and that has all of those things checked at 100%.
Crazy?
Never,
exactly.
You just have to also put up with the fact that they're gonna have other women.
Yeah,
and if you do,
that's so my point.
That's a different conversation.
And I'm open with fine. Ooh, sister wives, let's go. Because I need you to look fine, be funny, and have money. And
I don't care about the perfection checking those boxes. To me, if you make me laugh, you are thoughtful and considerate of me, you're kind, you love your family, you love your friends, you don't have a big ego, you're smart, you know how to carry yourself in any room.
That's a long ass list. Keep going. Holy shit.
It's character. Well, to me, it's character shit, but I have to be attracted to you. Like, I don't think it has
attracted to how you are. Like, how you are as a person.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but if
I won't even know how you are.
I don't even know if I can't look at you. I won't even know how you are.
I don't care if you're ugly. I don't care about your personality.
But also, I'm also thinking about like, you know, I want to feel sexy with you, and if you're
gonna feel sexy, no.
If a man is that concerned with his own appearance, I usually consider that to be you're trying to look that good for other bitches and not me. And
no,
I'm not
you can't
really,
do that because
wait. So what are you saying? You're saying you do like that?
I'm saying that's how I feel.
Yeah, but
that's how I feel.
You look really good. You wouldn't want anyone to feel like you're.
But I'm
wanting
also
to look good.
But I'm
I'm
also in an industry where there are certain standards in which I have to look a certain way. So for me, it's not about me trying to get the attention of men. Nah, bro, I'm in front of a camera. I have to look in my mind, I have to have a certain standard about my appearance and how I look.
Damn, apparently I don't.
You
was
do.
Fucking me up with the thumbnavels anyway. It don't matter what I came in here looking like.
No,
but what about we fix that?
Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
But what I'm saying is that's not a fair thing.
Savon did come in to save the day. A lot of y'all were tweeting Savon.
But wait, what about the guys who they're super clean cut? They know how to dress. They know, like they're very
But if they're ugly,
they're still ugly. Like
no.
Oh, but you know what?
To me, it's compensating, right? I like a balance. I like a good balance. If you too fine,
so you don't want too fine
pretty
either.
and you too fine, like you too pretty and too good looking and too perfect and too fine. You compensating for something else.
Oh, okay.
That's how I feel.
Nope.
No, she's like the prettier the better.
I was about to say, my man come in and we even, like I said, y'all know we talked about the sex club last week. Niggas don't even care about me. The men and women be like, hey, so your partner, what's he on?
Wow.
And I'm fine with everyone wanting to climb. My man is like, He's just a fucking zip billboard when you walk in. So I'm fine with that. I love that everyone looks at my partner and finds him attractive. I'm fine with that. But I'm confident with what I bring to the table where I ain't worried.
But you never been around somebody who you didn't find attractive, but then later on you started to like them a little bit and then was like,
I thought my man was really attractive before I even got to know him. I was
no. But have you ever been around somebody that you initially didn't think was attractive, but they wound up being really dope, and then you're like, oh, they have nice eyelashes.
No.
Oh, they have some dimples.
And then I was like, oh my God, we should totally be friends. And I'm going to love you with one of my homegirls so you can always be around.
And if you want to take me back to that, I was broke and their pockets were deep. So there's my shallow ways. I did want to say, y'all listen to this episode. Y'all may not know who, for those of you who do not know who Passport Cutty is, we did a lot of relationship talk and a lot of deep dive on that because Cutty, literally, that's what she does. She speaks to women regarding relationships and finding out who they are so that they know how to show up and be who they are in relationships with other partners.
Yes.
So she does have a book called The M in Man is for Money.
It is a woman's guide on how to handle men and money and dating and relationships. So if you have any difficulty in your relationships with guys, whether it's platonic, casual, sexual, friends with benefits, or whatever, I will teach you how to speak up and how to get more out of your relationship than just dick.
Because we all need that. She also is the creator of 2 card games. One that just came out called Zodiacs. Y'all heard us talk about zodiac signs, and it's like a multiple choice as far as to see what you know about zodiacs. But the one the other one is available now, the drinking game, right?
No, it's sold out, but it's about
this
it's about
subtle
to drop.
This subtle flex is brought to you by.
It's on pre-order. I'm only doing it about 3 times a year, so it's on pre-order for the next drop because the first drop already sold out.
But I love that game because you tried it.
Yeah, you tried it.
And that game gets to
it's unisex,
But it gets to what we've been talking about this whole episode as far as communication and understanding who you're with, who you're around, what they want, how they would react to things. And it's a drinking game.
Yeah,
and
so
it gets you drunk, but it also gets you open to the things that you've done, may do, or may consider doing. And so that's why we brought her on. I'm so glad. Hopefully y'all felt the dick energy here because it's there, baby. My shit is to my knee. Cutty's is to her ankle. We got Bridget who always comes in and she really for the real niggas all the time.
Well, if
I try.
One thing, if they ever need any advice, I do Cutty calls.
Oh, that's
Cutty calls.
So they can book their Cutty call for one-on-one with me. I'm usually open like every week.
And I do love. I hope that y'all enjoyed. We added Savon because y'all really do love a male perspective.
Savon.
But we also love that Savon was able to cut the slice of bread between our takes as women. But also, I really liked that. As women, none of us had the same point of view on
because y'all don't like ugly niggas.
All right.
Funny money.
Shout out to the ugly niggas for this episode. We're gonna get out of here because we do want to give shout outs to not only Meg for winning Artist of the Year, who became one of the first rap artists in the last 20 years to get it after Lauryn Hill. Y'all know Queen B, baby. Queen came out and broke Grammy what? Records?
She broke
female
the award. Boom. For most decorated female artist of all time.
Yeah.
Boom. 28 and Blue Ivy is shitting on me already, and she's like
28
7.
Grammys.
I think she's tied with Quincy Jones. They said for them.
Yes, she's tied with Quincy Jones right now.
So she just get one more.
No, she tied at 27. 28 makes her the most decorated.
Her the most.
Oh, I thought that's what they were saying.
27 they tied.
27 she tied.
Okay,
and then she got one more. I guess with the Meg, right? With the Meg Award. Or with this award?
It might have been with the video, with the Brown Skin Girl. It was Brown Skin Girl. They won the video. This song also won, and then she got Best Rap Song.
Okay.
So, I want to shout her out, but I also want to shout out, like every week, our YouTube people that watch us over there on the Joe Budden Network. Also our tweeters. Our tweeters are so active.
I love them.
And I love you guys.
I love them.
I'm not going to lie.
I love y'all.
I love the people who tweet us. We're interactive. So if you want to tell us how much we suck, we respond. But we also respond to all of the love.
Yes. And we also want to congratulate everybody Black that won at the Grammys.
That part.
Because last night was Black excellence at its finest. BET still had y'all beat award show wise. Yeah. Sorry. But it was a good presentation. Last night was Black excellence. So
also in Women's Month, I think I loved again everyone being showcased in the way that they were. And See, the thing is, we're great over here too as a woman-led pod. Even though y'all like when testosterone is at it.
Oh, dear. All right, Cutty, we love you.
Thank you, Cutty, for spending your day with us.
Thank you.
And we hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. So shout out to everybody. We're gonna get out of here.
We'll see y'all next week.
With Beyonce, baby.
Bye.
Oh, shout out to Need to Know Pod. Thanks, Savon, for joining us.
Yeah.
No problem. Love y'all. Thank y'all
Need
for
to Know
having me.
still rocking, baby. If y'all want some dicks. Bye. Damn, I owe him $20.